Peace, peace. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn the other one off. All right, we good. We good on the mic. Y'all all right? I would sit here and lie to you and tell you I am, but I ain't. I can't even fake it. Nigga, life is lifing. But you know, we head up, chest out. We head up, chest out. You know, life been lifing, but we head up, chest out type shit. Boom. Uh, we got so much going on. Man, I got one shipment of the shirts. The shirts are beautiful. The shirts are beautiful, man. They came out real good. And we also had the shorts. You know what I'm saying? I'm not black, I'm Indian. The only thing I don't like about those two shorts is now the shorts are live. The shirts, they good material. I just feel like it'll be too. I just feel like the shirt should have been shorter because at the top of the shorts, it have I'm Indian. One side say I'm not black, the other side say I'm Indian. And the shirt probably go over and cover it up. But you know, the ladies, they can tie it up or they can, you know, kind of cuff it. You feel me? The fellas, y'all probably got a sag just to get it out. You know, me, I don't worry about it. I'm do me a little photo shoot. You know, I know I'm be flying the bitch in Atlanta. Yeah, I know I'm be coming down in Atlanta. Update on the classes. I talked to Tracy today. We came up with a solution that could work. It was something that came up before. I felt like we got a solution. So tomorrow we'll start knocking it out. Y'all just be prepared. I got a lot of trips coming up. I'm gonna be on the East Coast. I got DC, BMO, motherfucking New York. I got Connecticut. I got Boston. I got Miami. I got North Carolina. I'm missing some shit. Vegas and August, I got Vegas. Soon as I get back, gotta pack my bags because I'm gonna be in London for 10 days after that. Nigga, I'm moving and grooving, nigga, but I'm all of this shit for one book. But I better get all the support in the world off this goddamn book, nigga. I'm nigga. He said Connecticut win. Well, I'll let you know when I get there. You know, I don't make the schedules. The schedule made out for me, but I will be in the town. It's going down. I'm in a couple spots in Connecticut, so I ain't just sitting in one spot. I'm in a couple spots. I just ain't gonna say, you know what I'm saying? But all of this for one book. But you know, this picture, since it's sitting up here, you know, it kind of get like purpose. You know, I'm chasing the purpose. Cause you know, this is a bloodlines of the gods type of situation. So I'm like chasing purpose. All of this for one book. I mean, this shit costing me thousands and thousands of dollars. My Atlanta trip I booked through Delta, and them hoes changed the time of the flight, right? Boom. So I hit them like, hey fam, y'all changed my time. I'm working. So you know, that's not gonna work for me. Man, them hoes, man, that didn't help. You know, I break out in the argument with them on some Indian shit. I want to talk to corporate. They're like, corporate gonna tell you the same thing. I'm like, I got insurance on my shit. They say you can only use the insurance if you're ill or if the passenger pass away. I say, so what the fuck a nigga buying insurance for? You think a nigga pass away? You think somebody finna call y'all and be saying, hey man, I need my $450 back from a dead nigga? Y'all hoes, y'all wrong than the motherfucker, boy. The game so fucked up. Them niggas took that nigga 305. Hold on, don't have no 305 on your name, mid lady. I know you didn't. I'm on the wrong side. Wait a minute, what Nikki 305 is? So look, Nikki, I'm gonna try to say this in the nicest way. And I hope you got your headphones on. I don't need no trouble with your, I don't know, you fuck around and got a Zoe or something, Zoe Pound nigga or something. Listen, Carol City nigga or something. I don't know, Miami Garden. But listen, I want some sauce when I get out there, okay? Seafood and sausage in my shit. But nigga, we gonna be in the 305 in July. How about that? Yeah, we're gonna be out there. So we need you out there, me nigga. 305 on the, yeah, pop out. Cause we on the yacht. Pop out, we on the yacht. Tree's getting registration for that ready. I don't think it's gonna be a lot of people coming because the Stone Mountain trip is gonna be so big that it's possible that we don't get everyone. You know, more people will come there, which I'm okay with. I am. I'm okay with it. So, but long as we, you know, we got each other, we'll be cool. You know what I'm saying? But I do think Atlanta gonna take a lot of us. Now I don't want no conch salad. Nah, you can keep that. I'm cool. I know. I see. I was finna be mannish. I was about to be madness. Blessed be thy name in the heavenly Father. I rebuke you, Satan. I almost said some shit. Fuck it. Y'all know I'm a damn fool. I eat some pussy before I eat some goddamn conch, some conch salad or whatever it is. I already eat some pussy. I'm just gonna goddamn be honest. And I'm gonna blame it on the Casamigo. I the conch salad my ass. I'm cool. I'm a Texas nigga. I'm from the other side of the Mississippi. That shit is foreign around here. That shit is foreign. That is foreign food. I'll take a bite of pussy. I don't want no conch salad though. I'll pass. I don't. Yeah. I'll pass. I'm okay. But y'all doing all right though, man. So yeah, third coast born. I said we Texas raised. Showing nigga ass in the great state of Texas. Third coast born out in Texas raised. South Texas motherfucker, that's where I stay. Already. Joe 47 talking about you wild, nigga. Your ass from third coast too, nigga. The triangle. Beaumont, Orange, Texas, and Port Arthur. I told you, I just said this story before. I fought a nigga from Orange, Texas. Them niggas like to fight. I got jumped by some niggas out of what's that? Magnell, Texas. And who else they was with? Some of them other country ass nigga back there. Crips. 5'9" Hoovers. Them niggas jumped shit at me. I ain't fouled though, nigga. So since I ain't fouled shit, I feel like I won. Nigga, it's me against all y'all, nigga, and I ain't fouled. And some of y'all fail. I know, cause nigga was grabbing my leg. That ain't gonna help you, fam. I'm putting shit down. But I fight a nigga out of Orange, Texas. Man, it had nothing to do with me, man. This nigga, again, with this country shit, Sinners, you know, all this movie, this shit coming back to me. We finna go to the store, get some cigars. Two dudes hit the corner. Never seen them in my life. Both of them got a white bitch on their arm. Country niggas shit. Country niggas. These country niggas hit the corner with two white, both of them. Cowboy, one had on cowboy boots, and the other nigga, and they holding hands with these white hoes. Ain't nothing for me to look back for. I heard a nigga say, "What the fuck you looking at?" I turned around, my homeboy. If Talik in here, Talik know my homeboy. Lil E, Eric. Talik can tell you that nigga, I forgot how much he averaged. 28, 30 a game. He like one of them, he got game niggas. You know them niggas that supposed to been in the league? Talik can tell you that nigga a bust. That nigga went to the McDonald's high school game and acted a fool. Now, top prospect. But anyway, he like them hoes. He got like 5 baby mamas. Shout out to my nigga. He got about 5 baby mamas. Man, that country boy asked him, why is he watching his white hoe, this snow bunny, who ain't got no ass or titties? He asked me, nigga, what you watching? Say, fuck you, look at that. I turned my head. I'm waiting on my little brother to lock the door and come on, so we at the corner. So nigga, who the fuck you talking to, nigga? They get close. I've been a boy, you know, we got taught how to bar fight when we young. You don't hit the guy in front of you. If it's 2 on 2, I'ma hit your man and you hit my man. And then I'ma work the nigga in front of me. Shit don't go as planned. What that nigga YFM Luigi say? They say I threw my man's out. But when you on the go, sometimes it don't go how I planned that. So I found this country nigga. You know them niggas stronger than 10 men. Man, come on, man. These niggas strong. These niggas packing bells of hay. This shit, man, this nigga, I hit him. Boom. I take off on the guy that's standing in front of E. Haraya. I give him everything. Man, next thing I know, I'm in the motherfucking air in a merry-go-round. The other nigga then scooped my motherfucking ass, nigga, and took me on a ride. Nigga, I'm going around in a circle on like a goddamn carousel. Rudy said, they good game dogs out of Orange, Texas. Hey, them motherfuckers tough. Ain't nothing but some Indians. This was an Indian on Indian fight, family. I'm gonna tell you right now, anything off the border in Texas, that's Indian territory. This is an Indian on Indian fight. The guy that was in front of me, that nigga picked me up like I was a little boy, like I was a toddler. Big old strong country ass nigga. Nigga, I'm 163 pounds. And what was so fucked up is I couldn't break her loose. I tried. This nigga stronger than 10 men. This nigga stronger than an ox. Man, I couldn't break a load. This nigga that twirled me finally could get off on it. Bam, bam. I break a loose. Oh, I'm mad now. I'm so mad, I went after him. I ain't go after the other nigga. So, boom, boom, boom. We end up on the ground. Now, I locked because he ended up on top. This is a big nigga. He wrestled. He ended up on top of me, but I lock him. Huh. I got him and I got my head under his chin. It ain't nothing. And I just seen that nigga head just down there fly off his body. Finally, my little brother then locked the goddamn door and came and jumped in the goddamn melee. My little brother run up and kicking. He wear like a size 9.5, 10 little foot, but he got the job done. Pow! He get this country nigga off me. So I'm up now. We on our feet. So I go after the first nigga that I took off of because the other nigga bagging up now. He a little brute. Well, not take that back. My brother and E, they working him. So I go get the other nigga. It rained that day. Trash day. Trash cans out. And I do my little famous move. I shoot, hard feint, 1, 2. Bam, bam. And when I dropped him, it was so pretty because he fell. And when he fell in the water puddle. And he hit the trash can and the trash can fell. And I turned around. You feel me? On some gladiator shit, nigga. I turned around and I'm like, yeah, now what other nigga at? You know, I'm popping it. Yeah, what other nigga at? What's up? So same situation. I want him. But when I take off on him, they jumped in. And so, he ain't have a chance. But yeah, man, fucking with them niggas coming out of Joe 47 way. Goddamn, it was an Indian on Indian fight. But this nigga want to fight over a white hoe. So yeah, nigga, take that ass whooping back to the country with you. Yeah, nigga, yeah, we just trying to go to the store and buy some strawberry Phillies and roll up and get high. This nigga done fuck my day up about this white hoe with no ass and no titties. What the hell, nigga? What the hell? He said, yeah, they gained down. Nah, them niggas stronger than the mother. I couldn't break out that lock. Motherfucker. This nigga don't been, nigga, I damn near bit him. Nigga, let me go. Man, I damn near bit that nigga. Big old ass nigga, let my little ass go, nigga. I damn near bit him. I'm telling you, I'm finna bite that nigga ass, nigga. Someone finna shake. That headbutt, nigga, I'm trying to throw the head back and headbutt him. Nigga, ain't none of that, nigga. I try to move my elbow. This nigga got me shackled. And he ain't letting go. I said, this nigga must be a bull rider or something. Yeah, this nigga out there, this nigga a rodeo participant or something. This nigga wrestle bulls or something. It wouldn't know, listen. The jaws of life couldn't have got that nigga up off me. I'm telling you, how strong that big old nigga was, man. Country ass nigga. Here come my little brother. Boy, that nigga say today. He kicked that nigga. And shit. I was on my feet. It was over with then. I'm 163. That's why I always tell nigga, bitch, you wrestle me, I'ma kill you. I'ma take your life. Cause man, ain't a fair fight. I gotta even the score. I've been a skinny nigga all my life. We can throw these hoes. And yeah, I ain't had too many fights where I ain't put a nigga down. So in my mind, I'm gonna get you. I just gotta catch you. But if you want to wrestle, I know skinny nigga moves. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you skinny, you know how to break out of locks. You know how to squeeze through bars. And you know, as a skinny nigga, it's certain attributes we get. I know all the skinny nigga moves. So you can get out of some shit like that. But when you got a goddamn cornbread, beans and rice, former, got what that nigga on Life, what Eddie Murphy say, and they go for you and any other one of you formers in this motherfucker. Cause I'm from New York City. Yeah, nigga, you better go pick your tomatoes. What he told that nigga, you better go pick your tomatoes, nigga. Cause yeah, and they go for you and any other you formers in this motherfucker. Goddamn sharecroppers. Yeah, but nigga, I went home with the W, nigga. I felt real good about myself. But I asked my homeboy, I said, man, why you let that nigga grab me like that? But I thought I was in a whole heap of trouble. Shout out to my nigga Edo. I love that nigga though. You feel me? We won. That's all I gotta say, goddamn. Oh man, it's a sad day for Pan Africans. Woo, all this back to Africa talk. Goddamn Trump that came out here, nigga, and banned Trump said he finna ban Nigeria and Ghana. Woo! Jesus! In Jesus' name, what? What the hell? What the hell? Now they finna call him a racist. He's a racist, low-down, dirty dog now. Trump said he don't want niggas and he banning niggas from Nigeria and Ghana. Ja, what up, though? Appreciate that love, family. Yeah, he say he banned. He say Umar really finna crash out. Umar too hungry to crash out. Umar fuck around and go get locked up for something, so just so he can have 3 hots in the cot. Umar fucked up. You heard that nigga cussing on that last tape? I'm sick of this shit. Nigga, you like a pastor. You can't talk like that. Goddamn congregation ain't taking care of him no more. This nigga, I'm sick of black folk. Go on tell us you don't. Nigga, go on say you hate niggas. He was in the islands. He said, y'all some sorry motherfuckers. If I was a white man, that money would have been there. I would have been had that money. Y'all some sorry sons of some bitches. They should have locked the door and jumped him. I swear to God, they should have locked the door and jumped that nigga. They should have locked the door. Nigga, how dare you come down here to my motherfucking country, nigga? They should have locked the door and gave that nigga an old-fashioned whooping. I'm talking about beat him naked. Took everything, nigga. Y'all some sorry sons of the bitches. Yeah, that nigga locked the door. You gonna miss your flight, brother. Yeah. You finna miss your flight. Yeah, that nigga Umar sitting on the front steps, abandoned building, interrogating the goddamn neighborhood. Nigga, you moved to the jungle, poverty-stricken goddamn area. Nigga, what the hell? Nigga, break-ins occur. Yeah, nigga, it's crime infested. They couldn't wait to get that off their hands. Nigga, what they say, a new fool born every day. You a new kind of fool. You went and bought this shit and thought you were gonna do something, nigga. Boy, it's gonna take Jesus to fix this. And you ain't him. You gonna go open up a school in the neighborhood where don't nobody want to go to school. Ain't that about a bitch? This nigga went and opened up a school in a neighborhood where don't nobody want to go to school. Come on, fam. That don't go together. That don't go together. The nigga got a school in a neighborhood where don't nobody want to go to school. That's not. You know, when you move, nigga be like, what's the school system like over there? And you know, none of that shit. He moved to the lowest goddamn attendance in the state of Delaware. He moved to he got it at a cheap deal. He bought that motherfucker out Timu or some shit. Yeah, that nigga got a Timu school. I'm sick of this shit. Every time a nigga come up, another nigga want to bring you down. Nigga riding around and here in the Mazda 626. Umar, you out. You done lost your motherfucking mind. That nigga in the gray Mazda 626 2006. That nigga riding in the goddamn 2006 Mazda 626 with clout seats. Nigga, you done lost your goddamn man. Paul said, travel ban to Africa. No, I've been saying they trying to lock us in here. Lock us in here with this border crap, this golden dome, and now it's a travel ban. Yeah, Paul, they adding new joints. Oh, it's a Mazda. My fault, country ass nigga, and you know cars better than me. So it's a Mazda. Okay, cool. All I know is a compact car, okay? It's a big nigga riding around in a compact car. Can we agree on that? God damn. Yeah. Since you want to talk shit, real, all I know is that it is a compact car. Okay, the nigga too big for it. Shout out to Miney, 22 months. You know I like them 2-2s. When them 2-2s lock up. You know I like when them 2-2s lock up. Speaking of that, I'm gonna play this clip right here. Hey man, them shirts came out nice, y'all. Them shirts really did come out nice. Play this right here since we talking about numbers.
That's it.
But you know, Simon,
You know what? That's one of the things that makes you unique. You're the only person I know
King Simon
that will take a word and analyze both that one word in both languages. And yet it all makes.
I'm not too big on astrology. You know, I found numerology more easier, and I learned it from these brothers. I tap more into. I know Lloyd called it astronumerology. The astrology part, it just was never my calling, but the numerology, I tapped into that shit there, like deep, like I can fuck with that. But yeah, I learned it from these two OGs.
Legendary Topcatz, big up to Legendary Topcatz. He's gonna be climbing the mountain with us over there. Topcatz, you were supposed to be on my show. You didn't send me a picture. You didn't send me nothing. I don't know what happened.
I got you. Life been
thank you very much for the donation, Legendary Topcatz.
I got you. I'm gonna be
he wrote a new book too. Brothers born March 22nd. He wrote a new book called We Not Black, We're Indian. I forgot what the name of the book. What's the name of the book, Topcatz, so people can get it? Just tell me the name of the book and I'll put it up in the chat here. Legendary Topcatz, born March the 22nd, the same day as Isaiah the Duke of Tears. Big up to both of them because they're very good students and people that are willing to study. The only thing I don't agree with is arguing, my brother. I don't like the arguments and the debates. But he said, I'm ready, OG, whenever you're ready. Yo, I was supposed to.
Come on, man. You know, listen, both of y'all, since I got both of the masters in their field there. Now y'all know Aries and Mars. And Mars is the god of war. I don't like to do that neither, man. I'm chill, I'm cool, I'm down to earth. I can get along with anybody. Like you can put me anywhere, bro, and I don't have to be the center of attention. I don't have to be, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to pass the ball. I love to see other people doing good. But at heart, I'm a Aries. Sun and moon. Aries. All Aries. Fire. Ruled by Mars, the god of war. So when you talking about when it's time to turn up, that's when you hit me. Because I'm going all the way out. You see what's in the chat? Achilles, Topcatz, the Achilles. Achilles was the greatest warrior ever. And he was said to have bloodline of the gods. And so that's what me and my, you know, Achilles. That's Achilles the Great. That's who I honor. You know, I want to be like Achilles, nigga, the greatest warrior ever. And that Aries spirit, y'all taught me that. I'm a master builder. 2 2s, I'm a master builder. I'm a master number. I have the power. Anything that I can imagine, I have the power to manifest. Y'all taught me that shit. Numbers in you. And nigga, I got y'all books. And so now when I start acting out like that, y'all know why I'm better than anybody else. But on the other side, I'm calm. You know, I'm cool and collected. Just don't disrespect me. And if you don't feel that, then your body must be numb. But let's keep walking. Let the OG chop it up.
Do it on the 11th. I was
master number.
Yeah. I wanted to do it on the 11th, but we're gonna try to after the mountain climb. We're gonna do it because he's climbing up the mountain with us. With Brother Rich got a big thing. I want you to see this commercial. Don't go nowhere, family. I want Lloyd to see this commercial that Brother Mo produced, and I want you to check out what this mountain climb is all about. Check this out.
Yeah. We here now. Look around. Stone Mountain. Ancestors in the wind. It's the gathering. What more can they say?
What more can they say?
Yeah. We rise through the smoke, step on ancient stone, blood in the roots, but we claim this throne. Drums in the distance, voices in the air, every shade, every tribe, yeah, we all right here. From the crabs in the bucket to the peak we climb, truth in the circle, can't block the shine. Whitewash pages, we rewrite those lines at the top of the mountain, we redefine. Yo, Masons can't fake this, no fear factor. Unified frequency, we the real reactors. Talk to the elders, wisdom came faster. Now the youth carry torch, light moves past you.
We all gather now, let the healing begin.
Whoa!
Ancestors smile while the flags unfurl.
Look, root races met at the peak today. Polarian, Hyperbarian, paved the way. Atlantean, echoes through the stones we lay. Now crystalline visions in the sun ray spring.
Yeah, that's the video.
Hey, Simon.
It wasn't me. It was done by this brother named Mo, one of my customers, one of my clients, and also one of the people that participate.
You can see he put a nice.
Now watch this here. What I was gonna say, I'm saying that was dope, but you know, I thought something. I ain't have to say it. King Simon gonna say it for me.
Yeah, I touched to that.
He put a legs. Yeah. He should have put my man Legendary Topcatz with his Indian crown on. Whoa. All right, we good now. Let me know if we good. Sam Stone, what it do? We good now? No more static? They say breaking up bad. Okay, 1,000. They say we good. What I was gonna say, I saw some comments I was gonna respond to. Damn, it's all good though. Yeah, I had some in my head, then the song went out, but it's all good though. I saw something else, man, that before we get into the build, I saw something else that I wanted to bring up. And shout out to Imana for Imana, you coming to Georgia? She said, not the 626. Yeah, nigga tried to kill me in the 626. Come to find out it was his mama car. Yeah, we were way too advanced for them niggas. We come slide on you in the Dauphine rental. We'll give Dauphine some you know what to rent their car, and we'll go slide in it. These niggas coming back trying to slide on us in their mama car. Yeah, and the laws caught them. Yeah, that's why I said 626. Nigga pull up in their mama car trying to come unalive me. I saw that bitch back riddled with bullet holes. Nigga, what the fuck? Yeah, that motherfucker was riddled with bullet holes. The nigga took that bitch back to his mama. You are not getting these keys no more, sir. Yeah. You got your mama shit hit up, nigga. Stop playing, nigga. You out here fucking with some real gangsters, nigga. He said, why isn't it legendary Chief Topcatz in the video? Well, you know, Sam, everybody don't know me, fam. So I'm okay with that.
And then you gotta earn your keep. You know, if you look, most of the guys that's, you know, that was featured, they've been around for a long time. And the truth is, I'm still a baby. So even though I accomplished a lot, in my mind, I have not. And nobody bigger than the program. You have to pay your dues. Like, nobody never walked me in, introduced me, hey, this is this guy, or nothing. Everything was just off the backs of my work and the opportunities that I can get, you know, by showing my work. And I'm cool with it because it put a chip on my shoulder, me knowing that I'm better than a lot of these people, but I have to respect the process, because if I just skip up, then it'll be some lessons and trials and tribulations that I will miss. And when you think about the journey, in the end, those are things that you need, because eternity, they make you who you are. So yeah, I do have a chip on my shoulder, but I'm not in competition with nobody but myself. My competition is the man in the mirror. I ain't trying to prove nothing to nobody but to myself. Now, on the other hand, I'm not trying to let none of the people that believe in me down. And first and foremost, my aunt, who sent me on this journey. So, you know, I let my work speak for itself. And my work is what got me here. Nobody walked me in. I didn't get no stamp. I didn't get no, hey, this brother. Just all out the work and having the people that believe in me, that made other people, you know, watch. That's why I always say you never know who's looking, man. And they only gonna treat me based off the way that the people that I represent treat me, the family. So, granted, I always tell you they watching, and you're gonna be treated how your family treats you. That's how others will treat you. So if they give you the utmost respect and they respect you in a certain way, then others are gonna have to. I remember we was at a park. Shout out to OG Wacko. They got my nigga 35 years on his 35th birthday. Yeah, I shed tattoo tears behind this shit. My life real. So boom. We're at a park. There's a lot of other different guys out there. And my younger brother, Kyle, one of my best friends, the B word. And OG Wacko pulled him to the side. And he said, never say that around nobody else, because they'll feel like they can do the same. And I just always took that with me. And they go back to what Granny said. People are gonna treat you how your family treats you. Just mindful. Little jewels you pick up along the way. You dig? While we on that topic, man, Brother Rich and them had something going on before we get into the build. And I liked this question he asked the homie Keys. I remember Keys' journey. Ben X. They was on 125th in Harlem, and Ben X came. Of course, Sinetta. But there was another brother with him. And he kind of stood out. And then I seen the brother come back on 125th, and he had his own show. He wasn't with the homie the next time. And I remember him from back then. So he'd been putting in a lot of work. I had ran across one of his lives where he was saying, like, people don't know as far as like mental health and like how, we have private lives and shit, personal lives, I'm sorry, that we have to balance. And then we have to make sure that the people that are vibrating with us, that they're balanced. And so And he talks about, having to travel and have to come out of pocket. He like, man, all these places you seeing, it ain't just glitter and glamorous. Like, these are sacrifices. Nigga not flying you out and putting you in a room and shit and making sure you got transportation, making sure you got food. Nigga ain't, you have to make the sacrifice, and you have to be financially stable to do so, or the dream don't work. That's how easy it is for the dream to crash. You know what I mean? So people don't even know like your financial status. That's why it'd be like important to if somebody matters, if somebody is making noise, because everybody feel like they should be supported. But there's some that you can see where they're headed to. You can see what they standing on. You can see what they mean. You can see their principles. And you can see if it's for themselves or if it's for the overall and the future. You feel me? And I think those are the places that need it the most. But not all the time, you know what I mean? Because some people want to see you lose. So you have to bet on yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to manage. You know what I mean? And put your resources in places and just believe in yourself, man. You can't say, no, I'm fucked up, I ain't got the money to go. Like, you got to have the resources to make this dream come alive. You have to do your part. So, I caught that live on Instagram when Keys said that. And I brought it to the people, too. But Bro Rich asked him a good question last night. I'm like, damn. I felt it so much because I'm like, me at a smaller scale, I'm like, damn, I felt it.
Before we continue and I want to welcome Blue Pillar, the 44 God, to the panel. We got an important we already made an announcement, but we're gonna talk to the family about something very important coming up in 2 weeks. But I want to ask in particular Keys, because he has. I was when I was talking to Keys and Sharif about high level conversations before the show started, and I was watching. I forgot what episode I was watching recently, and like a list of your shows came up, and it was like 5 million. You and Blue Pill 4 millions. You and Billy 9. I'm like, yo, what? I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, what the fuck? This is crazy. Yo, this dude is doing.
Rich is a real New York nigga. Rich is a real New York nigga, man. Rich is made for this shit. That's a real New York nigga.
Big numbers out here. I want to know, and I often worry. I don't know if worry is the right word, but when I see brothers like yourself, or even a brother like Billy Carson, reach a certain level, like just shoot out of here. Because we're talking about everything with social media, Keys, I want to know how you able to maintain who you were before you got to where you are now. Now that where you are now, considering all the eyes, all the attention, everything that's on you right now, brother. Millions of men, they want you on social media all the time. This person calling you, that person calling you for a podcast. Fly out here, Keith. Fly out there. How are you able to maintain your sanity? It's not only your sanity, but because we're not just trying to make it. We're trying to thrive. We gods out here. How are you able to maintain that godly state, considering all the external stimuli that you experiencing, my brother?
Woo. That's a great question.
Yeah, very great question.
The mission is bigger than the popularity, and I think that the more the world gets to know you, the more you got to know yourself.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you start seeing yourself by external metrics. When I first started this journey, the reason I started this journey is because I was grading myself by an external metric that didn't matter. I remember I had a store, and a brother of mine who had just got into an accident to where, he became paraplegic, you feel me? And he was in a wheelchair, and I seen him by Lake Merritt in Oakland, and I was telling him about my store. and just bragging about it, how I was excited about everything. And he was like, Keys, that's nothing. He said, that's your illusion. That ain't you. You understand me? And he said it in a very cavalier way, but he said it in a deeply wise, penetrating way to where I thought about it. And I always take things and I let them soak for a minute. And for me, what I felt like he was saying was my true self, because I felt like this external accomplishment was really me covering up an insecurity. You understand me? Thinking that if I tell the world that I'm doing this, then they can see me as something important. You feel me? And I had made a vow never get caught up in my own illusions again. You feel me? Because a lot of times we do that. You get to a point, then you say, I'm this thing now, or this person sees me. I don't even be realizing that I'm as popular until somebody actually walks up and want to take a picture out of nowhere.
You feel me?
People know me, man.
Nigga, ain't no more.
But I think also, man,
for real, like, damn, nigga, I ain't nobody. Man, that should be crazy. Somebody yell your name out. Brother walk up, hey, you said, let me get a picture. Who, me? Damn. Yeah, nah, I feel you.
I got to thank Allah and family. You feel me? Like, you only stay the same when people remind you of who you are. You understand me? And that's why I tell people you don't look for a purpose. You remind yourself, right? Remind. You have to come back into self, right? All these same years, who are you talking to that's reinforcing your self-awareness and your self-identity? It's okay to evolve and grow in it, but you have to be centered, right? And an idea of self. And so I'm constantly reminded by being around people that I've been knowing since I was a child, having my brother Blue Pill that I converse with, and different people that I build with over time. So I can't lose myself because I jump into different circles, because that's not who I am. Those are just things that I'm doing. And I ain't got to where I want to be. Content metrics, man, just really don't mean nothing in the grand scheme of things.
You feel me? Man, people be telling me, Topcatz, you can retire right now, bro. You'll go down as the greatest. And I'm like, man, the world haven't even got the best of me. I haven't even gave them my best. So I know where I want to be. And that's what I'm striving for. So now I don't feel like I'm nobody of importance or none of that type of shit now. Because I know how far it looked for to me that I gotta go in my journey to get to where I need to be, to where I feel like my soul is satisfied and my covenant, you know, I didn't break it, it was successful. And me, executing this covenant that I made with the ancestors.
Is when you actually care about what you're doing. You understand me? And so you actually start to, in some ways, you start to look down on those things, because you like, what the hell is these millions of views when the world is still going in the wrong direction? And so you got to take time to pat yourself on the back, to remind yourself that you are making an impact, and these are real people that's tapping in. Otherwise, you get jaded by what's going on with the world versus the impact you want to have in the world.
Mm-hmm. Hey, man, listen, wow, powerful. And with that being said, family, as we begin this show, talking about what we're going to talk about, digital detox, very important, family, very, very, very important. Don't forget how important it is to tap into your innerverse. I want to give a shout out and a rest in power to the brother Big Huna. If any of y'all seen Big Huna, who
charges.
Wow.
To put a grid of the planet up, they would be nodes. They would be entry point.
I'm gonna find it. It's 1000 Robert E. Boulevard.
Robert E. Lee.
To control your dumb ass.
Hold on. No.
Our decision making.
Hold up, Key did turn up.
You know what you do? You do it again. And
Shout
you
out
do
to
it
Sharif
again.
Bey. I always had respect for Sharif.
Do it again. That's called elevation. That's called raising your vibration. That's called ascension. Listen, it ain't no wave you ride and you ain't got to do nothing but sit on your hands. Nah, it's work.
Mm-hmm.
Every man, no man should ever not know what to do with life.
Come on, brother.
This the problem. When you seek it, the most dangerous thing in what we call loneliness is a lack of identity and a lack of self-awareness, lack of self-knowledge. You don't know what the hell to do. If you're focusing on evolution of self, you always have something to do. Always. Right? We have the problem with today is that we now have the freedom of a billionaire. We have the freedom of a king. But the problem with options and choices is that they actually erode our decision-making abilities.
Come on, brother.
Because we were not supposed to have this many options.
That's a fact.
Democratization of access to information, to media, to tools, to creativity, to people, to connections. We don't know what to choose, so we end up making a bad decision. Right? And so we're going to get to the point where the machine thinks so much for you. You're trying to figure out what to do with your cognition because they told you in order to be a mature human being, you got to learn how to balance a checkbook. You got to learn how to deal with your credit. You got to learn how to do all of these things that would make you integrate into a social contract, into a system, so that you can be herded into this system and utilized for your human capital. But now those things are not necessary because we got machines to do the accounting. We got machines to do the legal. We got machines to do the writing and the reading. You don't know it to manage your time. You ain't gonna know what to do with that extra brain power. So you need to focus on stimulating your vision. You need to focus on stimulating your creativity and your imagination. But you can't do that at the 25. Your brain ain't even creating synaptic electrical connection, right? Because the sheep and the myelination of your neurons is no longer producing that electrical energy. So now you can't even learn something new. Now you don't have that adaptive ability, and they using your neuroplasticity against you. They using it against you because they're using bots to influence you into a new identity that becomes permanent. So now we got brothers that's so in love with the MAGA community that they hate black people. They the ones that came up with it because information warfare evolved into what you think to controlling how you think. And any nigga that's in love with a white man at this point in time in junction,
they love Trump, nigga.
The self-defeating nigga. That's because the brothers didn't have an outlet. The Democrats left them so alone, so displaced, so devalued that they was looking for it in anybody. It's the same thing a pimp do. When you get beaten, you look for the same person that hurt you to comfort you. It's the same thing a CIA agent does when he want to control the mind.
Stockholm syndrome.
Rhythm, then he fills the void. You ain't find no new goddamn savior. You just got a new master. And now they showing you they don't give a damn about you.
Young America.
So that's why you got niggas talking about they got niggas, but they got black fatigue. When that was a term coined by a black woman in 2020 to describe our exhaustion with systematic racism and dealing with this.
That's a fact.
Narrative inversion warfare, utilizing what's familiar to go past your subconscious to control your dumb ass.
Hold on. Now, you had Superman before the show?
That nigga had something,
what you want, brother?
Yes,
what you want?
Because we want a shot of that, nigga. Ask us a shot of that
Superman,
shit.
brother.
Everybody take a shot to it.
You have Superman for real. All right, I'm trying to figure out what's because this dude here, man, the whole show.
I gotta take gold water. He got me.
Keith's been silently going off. So that's dope. Yeah. Yo, man, listen, I absolutely love this show. I can't wait to June 28th, 5:40. And I'm gonna post a flyer. It's so simple. King Simon is posting the address. Let me see.
Hey,
in the
chat.
chat.
Up. Hold on.
It's where me and that.
Hey, the family saying the likes not matching. Get the likes up. Come on now, y'all. We just talked about people gonna view you. People gonna view you how your family view you. Get the likes up. Other people that's not a part of us, they don't hit the like because they like, why hit the like when people that's a part of this shit not even hitting it? Hit the like, man. Support the goddamn show, you know.
5:45 a.m. Stone Mountain. Let me see where. Damn, where King Salmon at? Oh no, that's the links.
555.
I posted the address earlier. I'm gonna find
for the
it.
BCU niggas.
I'm
555.
gonna find it. It's 1000 Robert E. Boulevard.
Robert E. Lee.
Robert E. Lee, yeah.
Boulevard. Yeah.
Boulevard, yeah. I want to ask y'all. Shout out to listen, family. Listen. What the fuck? So many people. Listen, I don't have time to go through the names of everybody that's gonna be there. There's gonna be so many legends there. It's just like Billy Carson, Legendary Topcatz is one of them. Blue Pill mentioned Vicky Diller earlier. I'm not even going through the names no more. It ain't about me. It ain't about me trying to convince y'all dropping names. Listen, and I got surprise. We got surprises. Oh my God! Wait till y'all see the big surprise. Oh my, I ain't even gonna say. I'm gonna just end it there. But listen,
guess what? Ain't too many people know the surprise. I'm one of them. Ain't too many people know the surprise. It's probably about one handful of people that know the surprise. It probably ain't a whole handful. I'm one of them though. Surprise, surprise, nigga.
shout out to Legendary Topcatz. He donated. He's gonna be in the building. That's the American God. He teaches us our indigenous history on this land. I look forward to seeing you there, brother. Yeah, I seen that video with Red Pill's daughter. She was telling Blue Pill about working out. That was dope on Instagram. So shout out to Red Pill. I think Purple
Pink
Pill.
Yeah.
Pink Pill.
Pink Pill. And my brother Blue Pill. You know, y'all just reminded me of something I did want to ask y'all. I wanted to go to this question.
All right, we'll get out of there. But yeah, Scalp say we're 5. Hey, big Too Tall say, man, we 50 likes short. 50 likes ain't shit. Run that up, man. Easy work. Scalp some say what 555. Well, 555 is a code, BCU. 555 mean boots on the ground. Yeah, that's code. 555 mean boots on the ground. At what time? 555, nigga, your boots need to be on the ground. So 555 is a code word for boots on the ground. Yeah, we are the military of this shit. So yeah, we talking code. We'll run through some of this, man. Sorry, the Southside brought this out, and the numbers came back 76 to 24. Shout out to my nigga Gorilla Hebrew. I crushed the big homie though. 76 to 24. Yikes.
My vets if you don't meet requirements.
You talking about an ass whooping, nigga. 76 to 24. Like I say, nigga, if we don't dominate, then we didn't win.
All looking good?
Yes, sir.
Hold on, how do I got y'all
TP, hey, you hit me back yet?
Y'all are like blocking my
Hey, hold on, y'all. We listen. We doing the classes, all of that shit there. Me and Treese came to a way that we can do it. So that's gonna be out the way. But it's just so much shit. Nigga, I'm finna go to London. Nigga, I gotta go to Connecticut. I gotta go to Boston. I gotta go to New York. I gotta go to Baltimore. I gotta go to DC. I gotta go to Atlanta. I gotta go to Vegas. I gotta go to London. I'm super duper busy. So we found a way to do it. Shout out to Trees. My bad. I was checking my messages. Yeah, so we figured out a way to do it, but we have a documentary. So yesterday I was talking to Brother Dane Calloway. We probably talked for like 2 hours. And matter of fact, we posted did a live last night, me and Dane. Yeah, when y'all see Talik Soul Food Vegan, get on his ass. Cause I was out there in Third Ward fucking with that nigga. And that's why y'all ain't get the live. So me and Dane was supposed to did a live last night over here. I'm in Third Ward fucking with, I'm on the south out there in the tray, fucking with Talik. So that's why y'all ain't get y'all show yesterday with me and Dane. But we got a documentary coming for the slave voyages. So shout out to TP2 Live, he completed it. And hey, hit me back and or did you hit me? Yo, said yeah, I did. Okay, bet I'm gonna check it out, and I'm gonna send you the rest of them funds. This shit costs money, man. This shit don't be free. A nigga paid money for books to study on the topic so we can be ready. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then I just love to keep it in the family. And TP Dane gave you a shout out too. He said, man, that boy nice. He nice. Dang gave you a shout out. CJ, where you at? CJ in the building. CJ. Dang said hit him on Discord, DM him on Discord and on Instagram. He said he won his painting. God damn it. I told him, nigga, you ain't got your painting. I got mine. Shit, yeah. See, oh, there you go, CJ. He said, I'm here. Yesterday, Dane said, when you see him, tell him to hit me, DM me on Discord in the 13%. DM him. I told him, look for CJ. Yeah, he said, man, tell him I'm waiting on him and I appreciate it. All right, let's work.
Y'all are blocking like my view.
They get on this Achilles.
You mean the chat, Gorilla Hebrew?
Yeah, like everybody cameras and everything.
Yeah, if you on the left
like that. Okay, bet I got it.
The top say hide thumbnail.
Yeah. Okay, smooth. Okay.
All right, let's work.
Okay, I'm looking good now.
Yeah, we good now. I'm ready to rock. Sir. What's up? Let's go.
Is he in the full screen or no? It's not. Okay. Hold on. All right, that's fine. All right, I'm ready.
All right, let's work.
All right, 2 minutes on the clock.
All right, of course, again, I give all praise, honor, and glory to Abanawi Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shai. First and foremost, so tonight we'll be talking about Deuteronomy 28 and the American Indians Israelite debate. I'll be focusing on Deuteronomy the 28th chapter and the curses that are found in there and how they cohesively work to emphatically prove that the people in general who we purport to be the Israelites, so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American people, are in fact descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Not, of course, that they have a monopoly on it. Not that these curses are just one thing. These things are cyclic. They take place at different periods of time, multiple times throughout the annals of time in history. But I will predominantly be focused on how it has affected Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people, especially the last half millennia or 500 years. The transatlantic slave trade will certainly be coming up. I know people oftentimes hear us harping about that in our teachings, but it's
I don't mean to break your wisdom. Yeah, TP, I told him, I say, man, shit, man, I give him full range, man. I don't know what he gonna put. I give him 100% creativity. However he see it, that's how it go. He like, oh, you trust him? I'm like, man, he from Texas. That nigga, a Buffalo soldier. We been connected on there for a long time. So, and it's in-house. And it's Texas nigga. So I ain't even got to tell him. I'm like, shit, I'm a fan. I like to sit back and watch. So he get 100% total goddamn creation. And, you know, I sit back. Whatever he product he bring me, I ain't never told him go back and change this, go back and change that. is in-house, is family. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have Matt out there with the drone. Lil Homestead say he pulling up. Lil Homestead coming to film. You know what I'm saying? Or he got a drone or something. So yeah, like it's all in-house. And shit, yeah, I love to be able to send my niggas them some bread and you know what I'm saying, just on some side shit and we keep it in-house. But yeah, he said, man, shout out to that brother, man. He like, damn, you getting full? You know what I'm saying? Man, I don't tell him nothing. He got the wheel. I just send him the product, do what you do, nigga. You know. That walk.
Even bigger than that, that is definitely a major aspect of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, and understanding our identity as the Israelites. But it's even more than that, man. And the word of God is true, and every man is a liar. God pronounced a judgment on his people if we were disobedient, and we are the manifestation of the word of God by us being affected by these curses in our disobedience. So that's definitely going to be the main portion that I'm going to be hammering in for the first topic, Deuteronomy 28. Then for Are the American Indians Israelites debate, I will be focusing on the indigenous peoples of North, Central, and South America and the vast amount of insurmountable evidence substantiating that they are, in fact, descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Man, these are the people, again, indigenous to Canada, the U.S., Mexico, Central America, South America, all of it, etc. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'll be focused on today. I want y'all to enjoy the show, man. We got a lot of hard-hitting and impactful information, man. All praise you. How about Shemi Awashai?
All right, TP done. I sent it.
All right. Gorilla Hebrew got it started.
I sent it.
Big Chief Topcatz 2-minute opening. Go ahead and you can go ahead and put your screen down. Gorilla.
Yeah, that works.
Now he can leave it up because he's gonna go right after. All right. Yeah, I ain't know if he...
Well, yeah, you know, just respect. We're gonna give you respect of being a speaker. So let's get it. 2 minutes
Right.
on the clock.
Okay. Man, peace, man. I'm the legendary big.
Shout out to Domo. Y'all see that guy that's right there that's hosting it? Let me tell you something about Topcatz. I'm finna get off him because he ain't nobody important. But I'm gonna tell you something, nigga. You talking about a nigga pushing a line and a hard line? I'm at a debate. Finna debate a guy. The guy that's hosting the debate, I done been in the ring with him. Bro, I got so many hats. It do not matter. If you came in contact with this young man, it was a problem. You ain't have to be on nothing. He was tripping. But I got respect for my brother Domo. He was in college. He was on the debating team, and you know that shit ain't mean nothing. You know, yeah, that's my nigga though. We good now. We dab it up, and I got a lot of love for Domo. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. But yeah, I touched him up too. Yeah, say man, man, listen, really him, really got hats.
Chief Topcatz, man, hands down the best to ever pick up the microphone. I feel like this is gonna be a very simple debate. I don't even see why we're standing here today. The Hebrew Israelites don't well enough. They ain't old enough, and they haven't brought anything of significance to the world. I mean, we can take a look at Israel, and then we can take a look at America. There's no comparison. Unless you're saying that America is the true Israel, then we have a different conversation. But if you're sitting here talking about you came here through Deuteronomy 28, off the top, and he's going first, he's going to have to show us himself, because he's in America right now. If he's coming from somewhere else, he's going to have to provide the evidence and show us tonight in this presentation how he got from wherever he's saying he's coming from to America. And he have to show himself in the story. We have to know that it's you. We're not generalizing. Okay?
Oh, don't let no niggas step to you, man. That's a lot of pressure. Chief, why you put that much pressure on that man? That pressure on him. That nigga started out because Granny taught me something. Granny say teach him how to treat you. I went in there, nigga, first round, nigga, in 30 seconds, let that and put so much weight on his shoulders. Nigga, we having this conversation in America, so he gonna have to show and prove wherever the fuck he say he came from, nigga, how he got from there to America, nigga. and let's see if it match up with Deuteronomy 28. This nigga's a bad man. Achilles, the greatest warrior of them all. And he was bloodline to the gods.
He came and put 10s on the 2 like he told me and told y'all before we got started that these curses applied not to just one, but that's not what he's teaching on the corner. You feel me? But he come in here and he understands the rules of engagement of this debate. He's not going to have to get to generalize. We're specifically talking about the transatlantic slave trade, Deuteronomy 28. We need to see you, sir, or I mean your ancestors getting off a boat in our land.
All right, simple, easy, straight to the point. We appreciate that, Topcatz.
Yeah.
We can go ahead and get into our
work with that jab, establish that jab.
Rounds. Gorilla Hebrew will be addressing the first topic, the first portion of this debate, the question of Deuteronomy 28.
You know, we family, nigga.
15 minutes is on the clock.
Big N Jones.
Okay, you can see my presentation.
And you know, ever since you dropped the Instagram, nigga, always, hey, you fuck with me, get over there to Historical. That nigga channel blowing up, my nigga gonna bet 100,000. Man, I love to see my people win, nigga. And nigga, go fuck with you fuck with me, that way. You know what I'm saying? Always love.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all praise to the Most High. Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's get it.
All right, yeah, again, all praise you. How about Shemi Awashai? It's overwhelmingly apparent that Topcatz does not understand the rules of engagements of this debate. We very plainly agreed on a topic and a title. All of you guys saw the flyer get promoted. You guys purchased it. The name is there. It's not solely exclusively based around the transatlantic slave trade. It's
when you put Deuteronomy 28 up there, it is. See, you lost in the South. Deuteronomy 28 is used as a slave trade. This is what ties y'all to the slave trade. You go talk to them niggas in the 1960s who tied y'all to Deuteronomy 28 and made y'all slave trade babies because they was in bed with the colonizers. Y'all go talk to them about that. I'm not letting you off the hook. I said that's what it is, and that's what it's goddamn gonna be. That's how I'm gonna handle you. I'm gonna handle you like a slave off a motherfucking slave ship coming out of Africa. I ain't no special treatment, nigga. Belt to ass.
It's not about me in particular either. I didn't
bullshit with that little bullshit. Bullshit. When you got in this whole nigga, this a one-on-one. Nigga, this is about you and it's about me. So soon as you think it's about anything about anybody else that's outside of this ring, nigga, ain't nobody in this hoe but me and you, nigga. So this is about you, sir. Yeah, I told you I put that weight on him and he want to get it off of him. But he gonna have to carry it. Like Jesus carried that cross. You hear me? He gonna have to carry that bitch like Jesus carried that cross on his back. Yeah, I put it on him and he already trying to get it off of him. That bitch too heavy. I know it. That's why I put it there. And it's gonna stay there. Let work.
Come to debate you on whether or not my ancestors got off of any boat. That is nowhere in the topic of this debate. If that's the standard in which that you feel like would be satisfactory, too bad. You should have said that when we were doing negotiation for the debate, brother. The debate very plainly is Deuteronomy 28. That's what it say, Deuteronomy. So the debate is about Deuteronomy 28 in totality as a whole, every verse therein, not just one verse and not just one application of one verse, brother. I will be vastly discussing the entirety of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, starting from verse 15 all the way to the end, dealing with the curses and how the curses clearly identify who the Israelites are.
Well, that's your strategy. You have yours and I have mine. And in the end, we'll see who prevails. But remember, when I fought him, I put that video of Achilles up. He's the biggest man I've ever known. He said, I wouldn't want to fight him. He said, that's why nobody remembers your name. And niggas say, why are you here? He said, this war will be talked about for thousands of years. He said, 1,000 years, the dust from our bones will be gone. He said, yes, but our names will live on. So what we do in this lifetime will echo in eternity. Remember the name, the legendary Big Chief Topcatz, greatest warrior of them all.
Who they affect. That's what the topic of the debate is, sir. Again, if you wanted it to be something else, you should have said that, because it's not on the flyer. The people didn't pay to see that, right? Anyway, we will definitely be talking about people getting off boats and all that, though. Don't worry about that. Also, it's funny. He says Israel has brought nothing to the world. Yet, what? A third of the world worships a religion based upon the ideology and the God of the Israelites. We brought nothing to the world. The foundation, the moral fabric of this planet Earth was brought to it by the Israelites, if no other thing was. Right? The fact that black people look down on the LGBT community, the fact that that's frowned upon is rooted in what? A Christian upbringing from the Bible. Like, let's start there. Your thought, the way you think, has been influenced by the Bible in such an impactful way that you couldn't escape it if you wanted to. So the nerve of you to come out the side of your mouth and say, what is Israel giving to the world? Everything.
Wow.
Everything. Okay. Right? I would love to see what the Kashada gave to the world, but that's not tonight's topic. I like to stay on topic. So Deuteronomy 28, all American Indians, Israelites, of course, we're going to be dealing with the first topic first. So it's Deuteronomy 28 in the 15th verse. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee all, not just one, not just the transatlantic slave trade, all. It's not my fault, brother, that you're one-dimensional and you have a narrow mind and you cannot comprehend the concept of the totality of one chapter that's simply 68 verses long, and you only want to talk about the 68th verse.
See, I don't waste punches. I'm a real fighter. I don't waste my shot. I don't waste bullets. I learned early. I had a 380 with 8 shots, nigga. And I fired my whole clip, nigga, and my cousin got on my ass, nigga. Nigga, you better count your motherfucking bullets. I had to learn on the fly. I had 380, nigga. I got off all 8 shots. And now what you gonna do? So yeah, I had to learn the other way. So yeah, I don't waste punches or bullets. This, to me, you wasting punches. You wasting bullets. Let walk.
It's not my fault, right? Let's keep going. Now, the definition of curse, according to the Oxford Dictionary, a solemn utterance intended to evoke a supernatural power to inflict harm or punishment on something or someone, right? So that's what we're talking about. Curses, right? A solemn utterance intended to evoke supernatural power to inflict harm or punishment, right? So now this is Deuteronomy 28. I'm skipping to verse 45 and 46. If you refuse to listen to the Lord your God, to obey the commands and decrees he has given you, all these curses will pursue you. So they're going to chase, whoever the Israelites are going to be chased by these curses and overtake you. They will be overcome by these curses until you are destroyed. The Israelites will be destroyed by these curses, right? As a sign and warning among you and among your descendants forever. So this is something that's going to perpetually follow the Israelites whenever they're in a state of disobedience. So the other night when we were on the way in, he asked, well, where does it say that this is a clear thing? It tells you forever. If you go off, these curses are going to follow you. They're going to overtake you, and they're going to destroy you, and they're going to be a sign. What are they a sign of? I'm going to show you now, right? Isaiah 43 and 10. Ye are my witnesses, saith the Lord Yahweh. Ye are my witnesses. We are the living proof of the validity and the reality of this Bible and the existence of the supreme being in which that we worship, whose name is in the Hebrew is Yahweh. We are his witnesses because he pronounced this word against us, and we manifest every single thing that he said would happen to us if we were disobedient. So we are living proof of God and the validity of the Bible as Black, Hispanic, and Native American people. That's what this is. That's what we're a sign of. We're a sign and a witness that there is a God and this Bible is true, right? Let's keep going. I want to emphasize a crucial point to everybody listening tonight. This is not an abstract or selective interpretation of individual curses in Deuteronomy 28. Rather, it involves a rigorous analysis of the cumulative impact of a substantial set of these curses affecting any identifiable collective group throughout history. What I have done is streamline the extensive list of curses listed across 53 verses into a concise list. My goal is to comprehensively illustrate that all those we identify as Israelites have undergone the vast majority of these curses, not merely a single one, not just slave ships, the totality of it. Let's keep going. Right? So let's get one of the first curses that's listed there. Cursed in rural and urban environments. The Great Migration, sometimes known as the Great Northward Migration or the Black Migration, was the movement of 6 million African Americans out of the rural southern United States to the urban Northeast, Midwest, and West between 1910 and 1970. It was caused primarily by the poor economic conditions for African Americans, as well as the prevalent racial segregation and discrimination in the southern states where Jim Crow laws were upheld. And particularly, continued lynchings motivated a portion of the migrants. As African Americans searched for social reprieve, the historic change brought by the migration was amplified because the migrants, for the most part, moved to the then largest cities in the United States: New York City, Chicago, Detroit, LA, Philly, Cleveland, and DC, right? So what's interesting is the cause for the migration, as it says here, right, is discrimination, is a poor opportunity, and of course being subjugated to Jim Crow laws and lynchings and violence, right? This is why our people left the country. Our people left the countryside or the field or the rural environments, right? Now, we went to New York City, was poor there, and was still getting beat and discriminated against there. Went to Chicago, same thing was happening there. Went to Detroit, same thing was happening there. Went to LA, same thing was happening there. Went to Philly, same thing was happening there. Went to Cleveland, same thing was happening there. You see how we were cursed in rural and urban environments? Went to DC, same thing was happening there, right? And it was no different for Latinos. A lot of Latinos came and migrated into the United States to get away from the third world countries that have been raped and robbed by the Spaniards. They tried to come and get a better opportunity. They came to Houston. The Mexicans came to H-Town. I got the H-Town hat. Our brother from H-Town, they came to H-Town. And in Moody Park, they was getting their ass whipped by the police there, right? Here in the Zoot Suit riots in LA, they was getting beat down by the cops and by the military there, right? In Chicago and Humboldt Park, it was happening to the Puerto Ricans there, right? Cursed in rural and urban environments, right? Or like how the Native Americans live on and off the reservation. See, this is the actual Native Americans, right? Here they are in the Lakota Sioux Reservation, totally destroyed in a rural environment. Then
I want to sit this here. Y'all don't, my bad, y'all. I want to sit there right there. But them niggas, y'all, when you think you got it bad, niggas say they from the trenches. Niggas say they from the bricks. They say they from the bottom. They say they from the mud. And then, so what is this? Brother, this is every day I wake up. This is my reality. Look at this. No infrastructure. No paved roads. No civilization. No economic opportunity. No agriculture. No association with the land. Don't nothing grow there. Fam, I got the video. I'm on the way to the Grand Canyon. I'm so behind on work. I ain't brought out the symbols and nothing. And we on the way back to Miami. Listen, I apologize. Like Anita Baker, I apologize. Oh, believe you when I say, I just want to dance. I just want to swing out. Because I know I was wrong. So I sing you this song. Yeah. But this is, fam, that nigga laying out there in some rocks and some dirt. Nigga chilling, just having the bill, chopping shit. Regular day. In the neighborhood. Niggas 111 degrees. That nigga got on a long sleeve and some third world denim. Life ain't lifing. This is their reality, fam. I'm pushing through there. I'm coming through not Nevada. Boom, I'm in Arizona. And fam, you take this road, it's about 27 to 30 miles. I'm flying down that bitch. Speed limit 23, 25, something like that. Nigga, I'm getting it. Yow. And I'm just looking, bro. It's no agriculture. The houses are pushed off in the back. The reservation there is pushed off in the back. It's no grass. So it's no way to cultivate. You can't even have livestock there because the livestock feed off of the land. It is nothing out there. You just there. Man, no infrastructure. We're talking about two different people. But he said it's the real one. So let's walk.
Some of them leave the reservation. They come out to the city. And you know what happens when they come out to the city? This is what happens according to the Center of Disease Control. Native American people are killed in police encounters more than any other ethnic group. That's what it means to be cursed in rural and urban environments, are cursed in the field and cursed in the city, as it says in the King James Version, right? Another curse, cursed from the cradle to the grave and suffer many diseases, right? So from the youth, our people are coming up cursed all the way till we die, where it says you're cursed going in and cursed coming out, right? The percentage of children living in poverty was the highest for Black and American Indian / Alaska Native children, 34%, followed by Hispanic children at 28%. See, we're the highest in children being born into poverty, right? As you can see here, impoverished children, Black and Latino, right? Now look at this. Native Americans have the highest rates of fetal alcohol syndrome, kids born with a curse, born with a birth defect due to the decisions of their mother. Like our poor young sister right here, Native American sister who was born with fetal alcohol syndrome, right? Cursed from the cradle to the grave, right? Fast food restaurants such as McDonald's, Domino's, and Taco Bell spent over $1.5 billion.
Taco Bell, huh? McDonald's, Domino's, Peace, and Taco Bell. I say he don't hit hard enough for me. Shout out to my nigga, I fuck with Gorilla. I said he don't hit hard enough for me. He ain't got nothing for me. I was sitting back like, I'm finna walk through because ain't got nothing for me. He don't hit hard enough. I'm not respecting nothing he throws. Nigga, I'm walking to him with my hands down. I'm not, you don't hit hard enough. Nigga, I'm gonna put my chin up. You don't hit hard enough. This? Sound before my time. I'm Achilles, nigga. This? You don't hit hard enough.
On TV ads in 2019 to target Black and Hispanic kids. In 2019, Black youth viewed 75% more fast food ads than their white peers, while no healthy items were promoted on Spanish language television. Interesting. You know what happens when our kids consume all that fast food? Oh, obesity in children and adolescents is the most prevalent chronic disease, which affects prominently 18.5% of U.S. children ages 2 to 17 years old. Accompanying the increased rate of obesity is the rising presence of multiple medical conditions, including hypertension, type 2 diabetes, and non-alcoholic liver disease. Because a child or adolescent with obesity is 70% more likely to struggle with their weight as an adult, cursed from the cradle to the grave. They was obese as children, and they carry those health issues into their adulthood. It is imperative to diagnose and treat obesity in pediatric patients to prevent progression into adulthood. Obesity disproportionately affects racial minority groups, especially Hispanic and Black children and adolescents. Cursed from the cradle to the grave, right? As you can see here. In addition, the rate of severe obesity, characterized as a body mass index greater than the 99th percentile, is higher amongst Black and Hispanic children and adolescents, meaning the most obese children in this country are predominantly Black and Hispanic. But of course, we're targeted. This is a part of the curses from the cradle to the grave. Black and Hispanic children are more likely to die of many childhood cancers than their white counterparts, who would suffer many diseases and be cursed from the cradle to the grave. As you can see here, this poor sister, right? We be left dead in the streets like dogs. Mexico, Haiti, Chicago, same story. Black and brown people left to dead in the streets like a dogs with nobody valuing our lives, right? Mental illness. A new study published in May 2018 issue of Preventative Medicine shows that African Americans and Latinos are significantly more likely to experience serious depression than whites. Dr. Eliseo J. Perez Stable, director of the National Institute of Minority Health and Health Disparities, was the senior author of the study, which also found that African Americans and Latinos were more likely to have higher levels of chronic stress and more unhealthy behaviors. So you see how every curse we going down the list, we have the stats present day to back that we are affected by those things, right? Studies show indigenous people have disproportionately higher rates of mental health problems such as suicide, post-traumatic stress disorder, violence, and substance abuse disorder, right? Will not prosper, another curse. White households have nearly 8 times as much wealth as median Black households and 10 times as much as Latino households. Black and Latino families now have to earn 2 to 3 times as much as white families to catch up. The average Native American household has 8 cents of wealth for every dollar of wealth the average white American household. Native Americans have the highest national poverty rate at 25.4% compared with 8% for white Americans. Every curse fits. Black, Hispanic, Native, Indian. Here's all the stats. All I'm giving you is educational institutions, government institutions. We're talking about people who do rigorous statistic collecting and data analysis, and they're putting this out to the public. That's all I'm doing, right? Taking a look at the curses of God and taking a look at the people we're saying are Israelites and seeing if they fit the description, right? Keep going. Oppressed and robbed with no one to deliver you. I don't even gotta break that down, go into any stats. Let's take a look at the last 500 years of all the things in which that have been stolen from black. You say how many?
2.
Oh, 2. Okay. All the things that have been stolen from Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian.
Woo, he said a lot. And then he turned around and say 2. How many minutes? 2? Damn, I got 2 more minutes. Understand this. This gladiator school. This is fight to the D word, not no Diddy. This is fight to unalive. This is 4 15 minutes apiece round. Big boy shit. Old school. Fight to the other, only one man, the last man stand. Only one nigga can walk out of here. They finna lock us in this cage. We finna hit. And somebody better be unalive. 15-minute rounds? 4? And you got 2-3 minutes in between? Gotta be a gladiator. Get in there. And these niggas be running around here talking about debate. I want to debate Topcatz. I want to debate Topcatz. Bam. You ain't got them many rounds in you.
People, let's just take a look at the island of Puerto Rico called the Puerto Riches, right? Why was it called the Puerto Riches? Because all the riches that the Spaniard conquistador found when he got there. He took it, robbed it, went back to Spain. Some of them were so greedy, they filled them shit so much that they sank in the Atlantic, right? Wives who were either...
Hey, shout out to the homie Damian out of VA for the love and the cash out. Appreciate that love. Y'all support the show. Get the likes up.
Promiscuous are victims of sexual abuse. That's also an interesting curse because National Violence Against Women survey shows that Black, Hispanic, and American Indian women are at greater risk for rape victimization than white women, right? Also, though, not just sexual victimization, but promiscuity is also a curse that would affect, because we have the curse of another man knowing your wife, right? And if we take a look at the sister sexy read here, a lost sister, but she is now personified the spirit that a lot of our sisters are in, a spirit of promiscuity, a spirit of classlessness, and things of that nature.
Hold on, nigga. I like that art. Fuck you talking about. Gorilla say, nigga, fuck what you talking about. I know I didn't see it, nigga. I have no desires to be a part of the 144 chosen. I had no desire, family. Nigga, Father, forgive me, I have sinned. She done tooted that motherfucker up like that. She on that creatine. She on protein, super greens, and creatine, nigga. She been eating vegetables. She went back home, nigga. They cooking smothered pork chops and rice and gravy. I'm sorry. I have no ambition. I'm an Indian. I have no ambitions on being a part of 144. I love pork. Do you hear me? Nigga, I'm eating chitlins for New Year. Do you hear me, nigga? Fuck what you talking about, nigga. Yeah, nigga, I want hog head cheese, nigga, on my motherfucking me. Summer sausage, nigga. Yeah, I want hog head cheese on my summer sausage with the crackers, nigga. I'll make a horrible Hebrew, nigga. Yeah, and she tooting that ass up like that, nigga. Your God say no. My God say go. Yeah, just strap it up. Just strap it up, nigga. Strap up and check on it. Yeah. Get in the push, go crazy, but check on it. Make sure that bitch ain't doing no rolling. I'm talking about that rubber, nigga. Check on him. Hold him if you got to, nigga. But strap it up. Amen. Carrie said, amen, goddamn. Strap it up. Work up, motherfucker, that nigga. But check on it every now and again. Pull out. Make sure everything is still where it need to be. Yeah, right on.
And this is a spirit that has been overtaking a lot of our sisters for a long time. So when I analyze the curses and I see what they're saying and I take a look at what my people are going through, some of them are just simply victims of sexual abuse, molestation, rape, things of that nature. And some are just purposely out there and promiscuous, but clearly I see it disproportionately amongst our people in comparison to other people, which that coupled with all these other curses that we're going through and demonstrated can lead me to no other conclusion than we are the witnesses of God. We are the Israelites. With that, I'll close out. We'll come back the next round. All praise Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
All right, Tom. My brother Gorilla Hebrew getting it in. Now, for those who ain't recognized, remember, there's two parts to this debate. The first part is addressing the question of Deuteronomy 28. Gorilla Hebrew was laying down a connection to American Indians, Black people, being connected to these curses. Big Chief Topcatz.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now you get a 3 minute rebuttal before you go into your presentation. So you get 3 minutes to address his first round, and then you got your 15 minutes to get into.
I'm gonna be honest, man, I thought we came here to do scholarly debate. Man, do you know how long I stayed up? You know how many nights I've been staying up studying, bro? And he just came to put a quick feel sorry for me story together. He just showed I don't know if he's going for the humanitarian award, I don't know what he's going for, a Nobel Peace Prize. This brother has put up screenshots of Mexicans and everybody in the world getting beat by cops. We ain't see no pictures of Israel up there. If the Israelites are going through it, well, we know that it's a war going on in Israel right now. I'm trying to see why he ain't put his people up there.
Time out. Fam be having a straight face. He got a straight face, bro, and he talking to your soul. That nigga he not talking to your ears, nigga. That nigga talking to your soul. I love the ring generalship. Cause after somebody go and your presence can make them forget about everything they just heard. Any point that nigga just made, just your presence. And he's so smooth with it, Texas ass nigga, man. Texas ass nigga. You know, Texas is a revolutionary state. I was born out of the Texas Revolution. Texas is a revolutionary state. Texas has the highest amount of niggas, aka what they call black folks, aka Indians. Texas has the most. The city that I'm from in Texas has the most out of any other city. This is nigger land when you get to Texas. It is a revolution state. It is a state where revolts took place. It is a place where regular, everyday people took the U.S. to war. and rocked out and and even had independence in it. This is the state that outlawed slavery, that said it's a no-go, and any nigga that's willing to fight to keep it that way, nigga, can call this place home. And damn, that's what I was birthed out of. Nah, them Texas niggas different, man, and I'm talking to his soul. Nigga, you chunked that shit up at me? I ain't even started working yet, but I'm finna talk to his heart real quick, nigga. Yeah, that shit, that ain't gonna work on me.
He just came in here and asked y'all to feel sorry for him. We supposed to be talking about Deuteronomy 28. Nah, man, Saturday, he gonna be on the corner telling people, standing in front of a sign, talking about you are of these 12 tribes of Israel. He's not gonna come out there and do none of this talking he been doing. He wants y'all to feel sorry for. And I really thought that goes with a political debate. You need to like Domo on that topic or something. You know, Domo is the political guy, you know. But when it comes to the information in the bars, that's my game. That's what I thought we came here to do. And the brother came here with a feel sorry novel. As if, and he used the Bible to do it, as if the Bible is not what conquered or colonized the people in the first place. Brother, the Bible tells you to honor thy slave master. I know you're not finna come here and ask us to.
What y'all thought he was done when he laid out? No, he's a finisher, the best finisher in the game. If he clip you and he know he hurt you, he gonna try to get you out of there. He's a monster. I'm telling you, this nigga's Achilles. You don't belong in there with you. He gonna make you look crazy. That I was done, nigga. My clock ain't ran out. I'm finna work you to the bell. Eat, chief. Eat greedy.
Feel sorry for somebody in the Bible that asked you, and they gave you the Bible as a tool of colonization. The brother, that man, we've been having that Bible since what, 1611, the one that he carried, the Freemason Bible. The Freemason Bible that he carried. The King James, they created Jamestown, Virginia, 1619. The slave trade is named after us. And he gonna come in here and ask us to feel sorry for him. The nerve of these Hebrew Israelites tonight, we finna show that these niggas are now, you don't supposed to be feeling sorry for them. You see, they still got that book in his hand. How do you identify the colonizer today the same way you identified them back then? If everybody in the world know we was colonized through religion and education, if these niggas still trying to bring you education through the form of religion, then you already know what's going on. Ooh. This brother goes out every weekend, standing on the camp, standing on the corner, and he's been doing it for a long time. Ooh. He's a modern day missionary.
Ooh, I gotta stop him. I gotta stop him. Say, woo. Listen, homie, it's mental. Understand, I ain't even got to my round. But like the first time I put that cross on his back like Jesus, he came by and he had to dress it and use some of his time in his round to dress that and try to get that cross out of his back. Again, I talked to his heart and now I put some else heavy on it. So game plan going out the way is like, what should I do? Should I retreat? Should I fight? Now you in fight or flight mode. Mike Tyson say everybody got a plan till they get hit. And the brother got hit. If you don't stay on focus on your presentation and you defer back to something I said and you talking to me, I know I got you. And so damn, I'm gonna put it back on this back. Called him a modern day missionary. Garfield called me the next day and would laugh and say, yo, you called that man a modern day missionary. He said, I fell out of my chair. Shout out to Garfield. He said, I fell out of my chair.
Seconds.
He's a modern day missionary, and he's asking us to feel sorry for him when we know we've been our lives have been interfered with, disrupted because of this Bible. And his brother in 2023, I can't believe it, still pushing the Bible on us. I land.
All right. You want to get your presentation up?
Oh, I get the work too? Too much time.
Get that ready. Remember, once we get done with this, y'all make sure y'all pull up to the after party.
Too much
make
time.
sure y'all pull up to the after party.
Don't give me too much time.
All right, we got a video up right now.
Yes, we do.
Let me know when you're ready to start that.
Exhibit 1,
I'm ready
Exhibit 8.
Domo. You ready?
Yes, sir. Let's
All
get
right,
it, Big
turn
T.
up, man. Let's rock out.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring that energy. I asked her. Nigga asked me, was I ready? I asked him, was he ready?
Right now. Let me know when you're ready to start that.
I'm ready when you ready, Domo. You ready?
I asked that nigga, I'm ready when you ready. You ready, fam? I'm about to do it to you, boy. I ain't even looking at it. I ain't worried about him. I'm talking to the referee. He said, you ready? I'm like, I'm ready when you ready. I'm finna do it to you, boy. You ready, fam? He like, I'm ready. All right, we finna get cracking. I'm finna groove, cuz.
Yes, sir. Let's
All
get
right,
it, Big
turn
T.
up, man. Let's rock out. First off, I want to come break the news to y'all. I thought I came here. They told me that Gorilla Hebrew was one of the top Hebrew Israelites out here. But they didn't tell me that the brother is an internet Israelite. Why do you say that, Topcatz? Well, I ain't the one who said it. Let's listen to this brother on how he came into the truth. See, I'm an Indian, homie, because I'm an Indian by blood.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I came here to represent my bloodline. This brother came here to represent something he found on the internet. Let's walk.
Boom, I hop on World Star one day. This is in 08, 2000.
He hops on World Star hip hop. Okay. So I guess he used to be an ex-rapper or something, you know.
Boom, I hop on World Star one day. This is in 08, 2008. Hop on World Star and I see a video. In the video, I got a sign. Boom, white Jesus with the devil horns on it. This is not Jesus. Jesus is a Negro. Boy, I click on it. Boom. And then I just get the crash course. The Hebrew Israelite class, they're going through the Bible. Look, boom, showing you how to prove Jesus is black and all that. I'm like, oh yeah, sign me up. Like, this me. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's not you, bro. Where your mother and father is. You can only be who your mother and father are. This brother is not following the laws of the Bible. See, that's why I like the Bible. I can respect it when it's taught in the form of Genesis 10 when they teaching genealogy. Matthew 1, these are the genealogies of people. I can respect that. Why is the Bible going by genealogy, but this brother is going by World Star hip hop?
Yeah, this where I'm going now. Of course, we was, my father's side is Haitian, my mother's side is Irish, so we was hella Catholic, like we was in the Catholic church. Yeah. So I always had this like zeal for God type deal.
All right, so the brother is a goddamn Catholic. This nigga is into Catholicism.
Man, time out, bro. Time out, bro. I ain't seen this shit in a long time. Topcatz is hell, bro. I'm gonna tell you, bro. If I wasn't Topcatz, fam, and I'm not just saying this, just be saying this, bro. But I'm not fucking with that nigga. I want zero problems with that nigga, fam. Bro, you not finna do me. You ain't finna fuck over me, fam. I'm cool. Like, nigga, I ain't on no type of nigga. I am not getting in that young nigga way. If I wasn't me, man, I'm not fucking with that nigga. That nigga's gonna fuck over you, fam. Bro, that nigga, this 2 minutes in. He done. So, now I ain't even start putting the combinations on it, but damn, got everybody's attention. Yeah, that nigga went there. So I never say Topcatz don't play. He is a veteran debater. I really do this shit, nigga. I really lived it, man. Counted so much paper it'll hurt your hand.
He came into the truth. See, I'm an Indian, homie, because I'm an Indian by blood. Yeah, I came here to represent my bloodline. This brother came here to represent something he found on the internet. Let's walk.
Boom, I hop on World Star one day. This is in 08, 2000.
He hops on World Star hip hop. Okay. So I guess he used to be an ex-rapper or something, you know.
Boom, I hop on World Star one day. This is in 08, 2008. Hop on World Star and I see a video. In the video, I got a sign. Boom, white Jesus with the devil horns on it. This is not Jesus. Jesus is a Negro. Boy, I click on it. Boom. And then I just get the crash course. The Hebrew Israelite class, they're going through the Bible. Look, boom, showing you how to prove Jesus is black and all that. I'm like, oh yeah, sign me up. Like, This me. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's not you, bro. Where your mother and father at? You can only be who your mother and father are. This brother is not following the laws of the Bible. See, that's why I like the Bible. I can respect it when it's taught in the form of Genesis 10 when they teaching genealogy. Matthew 1, these are the genealogies of people. I can respect that. Why is the Bible going by genealogy, but this brother is going by world star hip hop?
Yeah, this where I'm going now. Of course, we was, you know, my father's side is Haitian, my mother's side is Irish, so we was hella Catholic, like we was in the Catholic church. Yeah. So I always had this like zeal for God type deal.
All right, so the brother is a goddamn Catholic. This nigga is into Catholicism. This nigga didn't worship the Pope. No, this brother is a Catholic. This is not a Hebrew. Hold on. Let me get to my presentation. Yeah, man, I'm not even fighting a Hebrew. I'm out here fighting a Catholic. Yeah, the brother had dreams and inspiration of being a cardinal priest.
He wants to be a cardinal priest.
Stop my time.
Nah, man, you ain't say that man wanted to be a cardinal priest.
Proverbs 3 and 5, 3 and 6.
Man, hold on, man. You ain't say that nigga had dreams and admiration to being a motherfucking cardinal priest. Nigga, you wrong. Man, God. Man, I fuck with Gorilla, man. That's my nigga. I fuck with bro. When we get in that ring, homie, we finna hit. Nigga.
Trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not unto thine own understanding. And always acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. So God in the Bible tell you not to lean to your own understanding. Deuteronomy 4 and 2, ye shall not add unto the word which I command you, neither shall ye diminish you or from, that thee may keep the commandments of the Lord your God, which I command you. So right here, the Bible tells you not to add or take away from it. These brothers have been adding, and we here to tell the story today. Why are we here? We're here because of Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28 and 15. Well, we go to Deuteronomy 1 and 3. You get the curse if you do not hearken unto my voice of thy Lord God, then all of these good things should be upon you. We get to 15 and say, but it shall come to pass if you not hearken unto the voice, Lord of the God, and observe to do all these commandments and statutes I command you, that all these curses shall be put upon thee. And they taught us that these curses that in 28 and 64, and the Lord shall scatter thee among, and ain't this what he just said? Everybody scattered. They shall scatter thee among the people from one end of the earth unto the other, and thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. All right, Deuteronomy 28, 68. They favorite one, the one that connects them to the transatlantic slave trade, but the brothers show up today without no transatlantic slave trade slides. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt in ships, by way of I spake, thee shall see it no more, and these shall be sold unto enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. Now they always told us bondmen and bondwomen meant slave, and then they take it to Exodus 22 and they tell you that Egypt, I am the Lord God which brought you out of the land Egypt, out of the house of bondage. So this is their stripes on getting you to come into the play. What we gonna figure out is the play. So now this gets them into now this what ties them to the transatlantic slave trade. Now they say the slave trade started in like 1526 to 1867, 1526, huh? Well, right here, we go to National Library of Congress, and we find the map of Palestine and the Holy Land, which was published in 1480. And this is talking about the law. These are the tribes of Israel, right? They say they right at home in Palestine, what they over there fighting for. Well, he ain't put a picture up for them folks. All right, 1480. So I'm trying to figure out how are you in Africa and in Israel at the same time, unless we're not talking about the same person. So where does the narrative come from? Well, it comes from the siege of Jerusalem, from a guy by the name of Flavius Josephus. Okay, he's a white boy, right? To tell all this black rich history of us getting beat by white folks, then why do we got to go to the white boy? Because when we come right here, he is considered a vital source of Jewish history. All right, especially the second.
Hey man, watch him work. What they say, mama, they go that man. You are now watching a surgeon at work. Watch him work.
Second temple, where they getting their story of coming out of Africa. So we come here, and this the Hebrew Israelites of today. They say the president of Hebrews is found traced back to
we are all witnesses.
66, 70 AD, and they going by Wynn's work. And he said 1 million Hebrews fled into Africa. Well, when we go to the primary source, guess what happened? Josephus wrote in the late 1st century that the lost tribes of Israel were established in great numbers in Eastern Europe. So the Hebrews today telling us they was in Africa, but the primary source is telling us that they was in Europe. Now, right here, the Kingdom of Judah. They said they found a map in 2012, and it blew everybody away, right? 1747 map, the Kingdom of Judah. Now, the presidents, the brother, whoever came up with this idea or wrote this passage was a diehard Israelite. He even said he had proof. He said the evidence that Judah was inhabited by the descendants of Jacob, and they were deported during the transatlantic slave trade can be found in the written testimony of Oleana Equiana. I said, Lord have mercy. Hebrews got to stay in your lane because you tip over there and my lane ain't gonna get you. Now they say Oleana Hebrew is evident of his name. You can tell by his name. Well, we're gonna go to Oleana Equiana, the African, by Vincent Coretta. And on page 2, chapter 1, we come down here. Reader surprised to learn that Gustavus Vassa was actually Oleana Equiana, the African. And it would be interesting to know that his baptism records in February 1759 and his naval record 1773 say the nigga was born in South Carolina. So somebody. See, that's why you Israelites, y'all be hopping in people's lane and y'all don't know them got you moments. Got you. So when we come over here, since the Roman times of destruction, the Sephardic Jews say they arrived in the Iberian Peninsula and after the destruction of the temple in 70 CE. And that sounds like what Josephus is saying. So we get here to Negro land. This map this brother was talking about by Emmanuel born 1747. Notice right here, it says a new accurate map of...
How many of y'all heard the Hebrews use Negro land of Judah, land of Judah? My brother Tazariak says 300,000 slaves left out of Judah and Africa. And I asked for a fade on that. And shout out to Tazariak, he say that's not my lane, and I respected it, dabbed it up. So I respect it. But I did catch Rick with his right hand man, and I caught Rick with another captain. And and I went and shined my belt. I went jogging right after that because I work easy work. Now watch a nigga tout this whole Negro land shit. We've been hearing from them for years. They've been talking about watching going in there and taking it apart.
Negro land. Okay, up again, he's showing principal European settlements. Distinguished belong to England, Denmark, Holland. They ain't say nothing about it belong to the Israelites. So why is the Israelites claiming it so much? Well, let's find out. And we know that this map was fake. How do we know? Because at that time, they didn't have a correct map. So I take you to the value of getting the trade and the English connection with it. All right. So the map of West Africa engraved in the new correct map, 76, was revived. Okay. Post disguised his ignorance in the interior by placing a separate map on the Gold Coast. One larger map, a dot representing Ashanti, Dahomey. Sierra Leone took the place of Portuguese Guinea, wider. The map was all over the place. Post did not even attempt to show the Congo existed. Okay, so at that time, the maps in Africa was fake. Here go these fake maps, right, that they're talking about. Now, they didn't have knowledge of Africa, right? So they had a committee, and that committee is that they lacked the interior knowledge of Africa. So John Boyne's Gunner of Senegal, 1763-66, say he didn't have any knowledge of it. You also had Governor Richard Miles. Richard Miles told the committee that he'd never been 5 miles away from the coast. Okay, the lack of contact with the hinterlands, traded posts, and perhaps astonishing ignorance of writers about the African trade at home. Niggas sitting at home on till scholarship ain't been out there. These folks don't know nothing about it. That's why if you know something about this, you know in June the 9th, 1788, the beginning of the age of African exploration began. This is the African Association, which is to explore the interior parts of Africa. That map is fake. Why does that sound familiar? Because we had the what is called the African Association, which was formed in 1897, that became the first Pan-African Congress. Okay, we will get to that. Jah is our God. Evidence of Judah came with the map engraved in Emmanuel Bowen, and we just killed that. This is what Black Hebrew Israelites around here saying. So where did Negro land? Negro meaning black used by the Spanish and the Portuguese. Well, when we go to the Zondervan Bible, Ham became the progenitor of dark races, not the Negroes, right? So the Hebrews been saying that they were Negro. When we go to Israel,
man, do not see he use your own shit against you. The shit that you need to make you you, he used it against you. And you can't even fight it because you weren't even taught nothing. You weren't taught, you know, you was taught that this is your foundation that you stand on. And the brother taking your foundation from under you and using it as a weapon on you. And you was never taught to defend, how to defend yourself. You was only taught how to stand on it. Man, that young nigga pressure. He ain't came up for air. When I say bar after bar after bar after bar after bar, you can't train for him. You don't know what he's gonna say. This nigga got 54 slides in his first round. How do you come back and combat that? Which point do you attack? 54 shots in 15 minutes. Which point do you attack? And he walking it down in the story. He's telling the story. And the people can see he painting the picture. And they walking with him. Man, a nigga can take the ground. You can stand on your squat and he can take that ground from up under you and use it as a weapon to you. And you never been taught how to fight against a nigga using that your weapon against you. You're totally vulnerable. Step to him, Achilles.
Israel, the first chief rabbi, is Judah, Yasser ben Judah, and he was senior of a leader of those Negroes, okay? All right, now he was under Alfonso I. He gave them land there, which became Lord of Lidos dos Negros, so land of the blacks, okay? And it's still there today in Portugal. That'll take us to the age of exploration, right? The Spanish, the participation of the Jews in the discovery. The Jews of who? In Portugal. So that take us to Henry the Navigator, Alfonso, King João. All right, and that'll bring us into the dumb diversity. That's the papal bull that gave the Portuguese the right to go into West Africa. Alfonso will get it from Alfonso IV to get it. When we look for Jews in Africa at that time, we don't see no Jews in Africa. We see them in North Africa, yes, South Africa in some pockets. But far as West Africa, we don't know what you're talking about. When we see the Jews get over there to West Africa, it's actually coming from these Deuteronomy curses 28, the slave trade. Well, actually, the Portuguese Jews went through a slave trade before we did. You had what was called the Alhambra Decree. A lot of wealthy Jews fled into Portugal, okay? And but some wasn't so successful. So King John expelled Jews, Portuguese settlements in the continent of Africa. They banished Jews to Black Portugal, and they were called the Jews, the Blanco, and the Fly, even by their Negroes. All right, when we come here, the Portuguese in West Africa, the period witnessed the diaspora supporting Jews, Black diaspora associated with the slave trade. Documents also describe the evolution of Black Portuguese communities in Guinea Island, as well as the slave trade that it was organized and understood. Now, this is King João. João was a knight to Prince Henry the Navigator. Okay, he was a Jew. He had a daughter named Isabel Zarco. She ended up having a baby by Alfonso IV, the king brother, or Ferdinand II Duke of Baeza, Fernando. right here. This is a 7-foot statue stands facing it in Cuba, Beijing. And this is of who? Columbus. Portuguese claims Columbus. All right, why? Because Christopher Columbus, you see his birthday right here, born August 26th. He died in Spain. Well, we go right here to Salvador Fernandez Zarco, and he have the same birthday, except he's born in Cuba, Beijing, and he died in the same place on the same day. This is our guy. Okay, he's a Moreno, which were the black Jews there. He got the Papa Bull, the Intercatera, to take you into the Americas. Okay, now he would now this one we'll get Portuguese these families.
2 minutes.
This is not around. This nigga is doing a lecture. And he still got 2 minutes. This nigga done said so much shit and he still got 2 minutes. This nigga has a lecture. As a round. How do you fight a lecture? You got 15 slides at the most. 15 shots, one in the chamber at the most. 17 shots at the most. And you fighting a nigga that's putting a lecture on you. He's teaching. He's not even worrying about what you bring. He's going to teach. He's going to teach Hebrews about how to do this Hebrew shit. What this Hebrew shit is really about. Let walk.
King John would allow Portuguese 630 wealthy.
Yeah. It's still round
and,
one.
Some other people, they
This
were
is round
children
one.
out there, thousands of children out there to help build up this colony out there. They had a system where they were the Jewish merchants was having sex and kids by the African women, and they created a race there. All right, and the settlements of the Jews are still there today. This brother did not speak of Deuteronomy 28. They do not fit those curses because we see the real Jews, people that cannot actually be identified as Jews, named Jews and described in history. This African Jewish story we do not see. Okay, and when we come back in the next round, I'm gonna break it all the way down why we can't find it. Okay, and why Gorilla Hebrew came here to preach and talk about humanitarian issues when the brother should have been came and preaching us about what he preached about on the street every Saturday, talking about you are the 12 tribes of Israel, and Deuteronomy 28 brought you here through a slave trade. When he get here in the debate and it get real, the brother changed his whole temperature. Now he's a Christian monk and he's a humanitarian going for a global world peace, Nobel Peace Prize. You did? Yeah. So now you're not gonna be able to preach your way. Ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for you. You should have studied and brought some bars. I land my round.
Don't take it easy on them. Do not take it easy on them, Chief. What did I say? What did he say? Topcatz don't play. He is a veteran. Young vet.
Mike check.
He hitting hard. Young nigga hitting
Look,
hard.
I'm on mute. Whole time. Gorilla.
Russia.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Russia.
Gorilla Hebrew.
Yes, sir.
They
3
looking
minutes
for
on the
him.
clock.
1 second.
He said, "What's up, nigga? We're live at we're live right here on the scene. This is a debate." He said, "What's up?" Like he had nothing, like he ain't had nothing to do with it.
Mike check.
They looking for him. Mike check. They looking for him. Watch this.
Look, I'm on mute all the time. Gorilla. Yeah. Appreciate it. Yeah. Gorilla Hebrew.
Yes, sir.
3 minutes on the clock.
It's your turn. Shit, nigga, it's your turn. Nigga, it's your turn. Nah, shout out to my homie. Cuz, is you up? What we doing? Cuz, you supposed to come out the gate and hit. You feel me? Cuz, what you doing? We hitting. They looking for him. Mike check. Where he at? He still in it though? No, fam. No. Go, nigga. The clock started. Rock out. Y'all got 52 seconds. Get that. Go get it, nigga. Y'all got 50. Nigga, clock started. Y'all got 52 seconds, nigga. Do it up. Hit. Shit, that nigga said, yes, sir. Like he had no idea he was still in the debate. This shit was already over with in his eyes, if you ask me at that point. Nigga, I am not going back out there fucking with that nigga. This shit is over with.
What's up?
He said, what's up? What you think of? Nigga, it's your turn. He said, what's up? It's your turn.
Excuse me.
All right. Appreciate it. All right, and let's go. Let's get it.
Again, all praise Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Just as I thought, this brother has done absolutely nothing to respond to what I'm presenting. He filibustered. He had very feeble attempts at making jokes. None of what he presented addressed anything of what I presented, right? Your presentation would have been good if I would have made claims about Negro land, if I would have utilized Babylon to Timbuktu as a source. I challenge you to go find me doing any of those things in any of my teachings.
Listen, brother. I'm going to take it away. I'm going to take it away before you can use it. So, yeah, you might don't use it now, but I'm going to take it away before you can use it. I'm going to take away all of your options because I know the playbook. I'm a researcher. I can drop precept on precept in the Bible just like the Hebrews can do it. Y'all know my memory is stupid. So I remember all that shit too. I know how to do that too. So everywhere you can go, I already know where you can go. So yeah, nigga, I hit everything. And I took the ground from up under you. And by you acknowledging to me that these things, because you pointed out certain things, which tells me you wanted to use them, but I took them away. That's how you shorten that ring up. And it just get worse as you go on, because that was just first round. Let's walk.
Very well watched and viewed online. People are very well familiar with what I say and what I'm saying in this debate, how I've taken Deuteronomy 28, turned it into a list, and demonstrate how all the curses are affecting Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people is precisely what I do on the streets. I'm just doing it in a way now where I could actually present it with the picture in front of everybody to see. So I'm all I'm talking about is Deuteronomy 28. But it's funny, you said it's about your parents and blood. So I challenge you. Maybe you can do this. I don't know. Show me a blood test that says you're an American Indian, because this is my dad and this is me and him's blood test. And if I go here, you see it says he's 1% Indigenous American, North American. Right? Can you produce that? Because you said it's about blood and it's about your parents. So I just showed a blood test with my parents that I'm a Native American. Can you do that? That's my question, because I didn't say it was based off of some type of blood or your blood test or anything like that, right? But when you make those type of claims, brother, right, you're gonna have to now show and prove that. Now he said there's no Jews in West Africa. Okay, cool. So here's more of my DNA test, right? And the oldest DNA I have there, it says Sudanese, which is very interesting. Sudanese, right? I wonder how can that be? Because of course the slave trade came from West Africa, not from East Africa. But then I read about that, how the Akan migrated from the north. They went through Egypt, settled in Nubia, right, Sudan, around 500 AD due to pressure exerted in Nubia by the Aksumite kingdom of Ethiopia. Nubia was shattered and the Akan people moved west and established small trading kingdoms. These kingdoms grew around 750 AD and the empire of Ghana was formed. So the Akan people left out of Sudan and went across Africa to Ghana, but first they came from the north to Egypt. What?
Hey, y'all, get the likes up, share the video while I support the show. Shout out to the homie Roots. Yeah, don't let him be the only one. Light this bitch up. Gladiator School, nigga, we in the paint. 15 rounds, nigga. How much can you stand? 15 rounds. How much you got in you, nigga? 4 rounds. How much you got in the tank? How much artillery you got? What you got in your toolbox?
What's north of Egypt? Israel. So there's a direct connection from Israel to Sudan all the way to Ghana across the transatlantic slave trade pursuant to my DNA test, right? Now, even in Judah, you had a city called Ashan.
30 seconds.
You had a city called Ashan, just like you have the Ashanti people who were of the Akan tribe. right? And then you have Igbo became one of the principal ethnic groups to be enslaved during the transatlantic slave trade. And foundational narratives taken from Igbo oral traditions say that some Jews left Judah in the periods of the destruction of the first and second temples and migrated to Nigeria. So there's two different references to Jews in West Africa, sir. I'll yield that and start my next round.
All right, that's time. No, that's time. So that's the first half. We at halftime. That's the first half of the debate.
No, we got one more round.
We got one more round. No, we don't. Yeah, no, we don't, homie. Nigga, I put so much. Man, I made them niggas. Man, to Domo, that shit been over with. This nigga, I ain't got. He's finna start his second round. Then I'm finna get active. I'm telling the story. I'm painting the picture. Picasso.
Nah. Yeah, y'all got
2 rounds.
Man, it's gladiator.
Yeah, we got one more round of this, and then we go.
See, they used to them how the regular debates go. 3-round debates and all that traditional. Nah, nigga, this gladiator school. Somebody ain't gonna leave out of this bitch with air in their body, with oxygen in their body. Joe, this gladiator, this fight to the unalive. This on go. You getting this bitch, lock the doors, nigga. Somebody ain't leaving out this whole alive, nigga. 15 minutes. You got to do it 4 times. And you got 3 minutes in between. How much you got in you, nigga? How much you got in your tank?
The next one.
Then we got halftime. Yeah, this Colorado.
This is the first quarter. Now we in the second quarter.
Night. Yeah, this Colorado and Stanford last night. This is gonna be a late night.
Remember, it's four 15-minute rounds. 4 15-minute rounds, right?
Right. Yeah, we only did one each.
1 and 1.
Okay. All right. Let's get it. Let's get it. Because when we switched it up and put them rounds in the middle.
No, we switch next for the next topic.
I go first.
All right, let's get it.
Yeah, so all praise y'all by Shemi Al-Shah again. So foundational narratives taken from Igbo oral tradition say that some Jews left Judah in the periods of the destruction of the first and second temples and migrated to Nigeria. There's the source there. So what's funny is this brother, his paradigm is largely based upon, of course, oral tradition passed down from families. And there's nothing wrong with that. We don't knock that at all. But the oral tradition of the Igbo and the oral tradition of the Akan and the Ashanti say that they came from Israel, right? So you just said there's no Jews in West Africa. We just debunked that. I got more, right? The Tariq al-Fasada, manuscript C of the Tariq al-Fasada describes a community called the Beni Israel that existed in 1402 CE in Tendrima, right, in West Africa, possessed 333 whales and had 7 leaders. It is also stated that they had an army of 1,500 men, right? The Tariq al-Sudan. The Tariq al-Sudan may have recorded the first Jewish presence in West Africa, which coincided with the arrival of the first Zua ruler of Kokia and his brother, who settled near the Niger River. He was only known as Za or Zua al-Yaman, which means he that comes from Yemen. Some local legends state that Zua al-Yaman was a member of one of the Jewish communities which were either transported or voluntarily moved from Yemen by the Ethiopians, like we just read about with the Akan. Right? In the 6th century CE, the Zad dynasty is where the Songhai people come from. So the Songhai people, oral tradition, and contemporary people that interacted with them attested to them having an Israelite origin. So now that is a third group of West Africans who are Jews, right? Moving on. In the 11th century, al-Bukhari and il-Idrisi, the great Arab historian and geographers, referred to the presence of populations who read the Taurat in what would become Mali. So now we have people who are observing and reading the Torah in the area of Mali, right? So what is that? 4? Mali, the Songhai, the Igbo, and the Akan. We have 4 different West African groups who either, according to their oral traditions or contemporary people who interacted with them, attest to them having an Israelite origin.
I appreciate that love in the cash app.
Now, another curse in Deuteronomy 28 chapter is someone else would benefit more from your labor than you. And I think there is no manifestation or personification of that fact better than this picture. This picture has always been ingrained into my subconscious. The fact that Chief Keef would let this white Jewish man hold him by the dread like that, right? It is truly just dehumanizing. It's disgusting. But here's the thing about it. Record labels can keep a cut of anywhere from 50 to 90% of your earnings. That's a part of them curses. Our people are the ones that are up in those places, that are making that music, that are entertaining the world. And you have people at the top right? Who not only stole our identity and nationality, but people at the top that also are stealing all our hard-earned money from our work and our talents, our God-given gifts, etc. But that is a part of the curses, right? Children given to other people. We know this clearly happened in slavery. Children were ripped from the arms of their mothers and sold on auction blocks to other plantations and other people. This also happened to something called the Native American boarding schools, right? American Indian boarding schools, also known more recently as American Indian residential schools, were established in the United States from the mid-17th to the early 20th century with the primary objective of civilizing or assimilating Native American children and youth into European American culture. The schools were usually harsh, especially for younger children who had been forcibly separated from their families, right? Your children are going to be taken from you, ain't going to be able to do nothing about it. Just like in slavery, they were forcibly separated from their families and forced to abandon their Native American identities and cultures. Children sometimes died in the school system due to infectious disease, and there's been all kind of reports on how they've gone back to these schools after they've been shut down for decades or a century, and there's hundreds of Native American babies dead there, right? And then even more recently, we can take a look at the Mexican and Central American children that they was putting down in them cages out there in Texas, right? Bad knees. This is another curse of Deuteronomy 28 chapter, that we'd have bad knees.
Stop it. I know y'all always laughing. This is my homeboy, y'all. Don't get into it. Come on now. They get good people, though, but damn. No, he didn't. I know he didn't. Nigga, if you got bad knees, that's a curse from God, nigga. You fit the descriptions of Deuteronomy 28. I know he didn't. All you niggas down there, I talked to Trish today. You know, she said she had bad knees. I need to clip this and send this to her. Auntie Trish, I need to clip this. You fit the laws of Deuteronomy, goddamn.
Studies have found that a higher proportion of African American patients experience knee pain with higher severity compared to the general population, right? And these things are important because, again, how God said you would be able to identify the sign of the Israelites would be if they were affected by this cumulative collection of negative things. These negative things would happen. It's not about anybody feeling sorry. It's about identifying who, in fact, the Israelites are by the parameters in which God said you can identify them. And that's through if they're in disobedience, negative things happening to them, them being in a negative state overall. And that's what we are demonstrating. I'm sorry if there are brothers out there, possibly my opponent, who has a comprehension issue as far as that goes, right? Let's keep going. You and your king will go into captivity. That's important, right? Here's a picture of King Tacky, right? For those of y'all don't know, Tacky's War, Tacky's Revolt, or Tacky's Rebellion was a widespread fight for their freedom by enslaved people, referred to as a slave rebellion by the enslavers in the British colony of Jamaica in the 1760s, led by Akan people, then referred to as Coromantee, but originally from around the Coromantee Sea in the central region of Ghana. Tribes including Ashanti, Fanti, Nzima, and Akim. It was loosely led by a Fanti royal and warlord called Tacky, or King Tacky. He was the king that went into slavery with his people in eastern Jamaica, and a Dahomian war chief on the coastal headman of Pongo in the western end of the island. So that was an example of the people and their king going into captivity. It's another example here. We have Montezuma. Right, and Montezuma taken captive. Cortez himself admitted that he imprisoned Montezuma, right, or brought him captive, primarily to avoid losing control over Mexico, understanding that nearly all of his forces were within his domains. So we see here how Black and Hispanic people and their kings were taken captive by Europeans, right, during the time of the conquest and the transatlantic slave. There's the transatlantic slave trade for you. That's what you've been looking for, right? Even though I'm not one-dimensional, we definitely gonna talk about it, and there was a clear.
Yeah, we definitely are gonna talk about it. Don't throw me no alley hoop, fam. Cause that's what you just did. You might didn't know it, but yeah, you say we're gonna talk about it. Bet, understood. That's how I'm coming second round anyway. Let's walk.
Reference to it, right? Let's keep going. All people will ridicule and mock the Israelites. You know, just like people for so long thought that this was acceptable, doing blackface. Up until just last year, this was an emblem of a Major League Baseball team. right? And also on the Wikipedia article about ethnic slurs, there are nearly a total of 100 combined slurs just for blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians. That's a part of everybody mocking and ridiculing us, right? There's another curse that foreigners will come into your community and quickly outperform you socioeconomically. You know, kind of like how, you know, Abu can open up a 7-Eleven and put his kid through college and the kid could be a PhD scholar or a top surgeon because you keep going in there buying Newports and blunt wrap. Or like how you want to keep going to get your rat tail brushes, your gel, your edge control, and your Bellman's from the Korean store so Lee can go ahead and make his kid a doctor. That's how foreigners come into your community and surpass you quickly socioeconomically, right? Keep going. People who would come from a different part of the world who don't speak your language, right? So that's a part of the conquest and the transatlantic slave trade. We see what happened to the indigenous peoples of the Americas. People who spoke Spanish, people who spoke English, people who spoke Dutch, French, Portuguese came from the other side of the world and conquered. That identifies the Israelites, right? Also, of course, during slavery, they came into West Africa, did the same thing, brought slaves over here, right?
They want them baby
men would have evil eyes towards one another. That's another curse. That's important. Like, you know, the Crips and the Bloods. On the Mexican side, the Norteños and the Sureños. And these are some graffiti from my home state of Washington, where you got Native Americans on reservations banging Crip and Blood and killing each other on the same reservation, right? That's an evil eye toward. These are the same Native American tribe on the same reservation, right? In my hometown, you got Native Americans on 32nd Street, that's Bloods, and on 40th Street, and it's within the reservation, that's Crips killing each other 8 blocks away from the same tribe. That's a part of the curses of the Most High God, right? Another curse will be relationships will be dysfunctional. Damn near half of YouTube is all about a gender divide and a gender war between black men and women, right? Between who's going to submit, who's going to go 50-50, right? Who's going to...
Time out, bro. Time out. Fam. Listen. That blood that came out of you, that nigga wiped it and licked the blood off his arms, fam. That nigga licked the blood off his knuckles that came from you, fam. This not gonna take him down, fam. This is not gonna do it. Man, when he bled you, fam, and he walked off and that nigga licked the blood off and he turned around and he just been standing there. Man, fuck, this is not gonna, that nigga is on some more shit. And YouTube content is not on his mind. Male against fake fit, we ain't even thinking like that. We doing some fucking. We doing some fucking. We ain't got time to be arguing. Why argue when we can be fucking?
Gonna go viral. Who's gonna try to be the next Kevin Samuels? All those various things. Well, that's a part of the curses of the Most High God in Deuteronomy 28, that we would have dysfunctional relationships. Right? Also, another curse is that men would leave their children. Right? From 2017 to 2021, the share of families headed by single parents was 76% among African-American families and 59% amongst Hispanic families. That's more than half of Black and Hispanic households, according to the United States Census Bureau. That is quite a staggering statistic. And it, again, like all these other things that's being brought up, are in direct accordance to the negative things that God said would happen if his people were disobedient, right? Mothers will have evil eyes towards their children. And the reason why I chose this picture, our beautiful, beloved sister Monique deserved and earned that Oscar when she portrayed this role. Because what she manifested in that role was the unfortunate disposition of so many realities that our people have to deal with in their house. A mother that is totally upset, that totally resents their children, and that has totally developed a callous nature towards the children that came out from between their feet, as it's worded in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Again, substantiating another curse that clearly identifies us as the Israelites. right? These curses will affect the Israelites for a long time. So the transatlantic slave trade started a long time ago, right? But these curses didn't just stop there when you got off a boat or when the Emancipation Proclamation was given. These curses, it says, would be long lasting. They'll affect us for a long time. That's why we're still affected by them.
5 minutes.
We're still affected by them.
Yeah, you know, knuckles dirty. It ain't nothing.
500 years does seem like a long time.
That's it.
Right?
Little Rick.
Another one where the Israelites will become minorities. Like it says in the scriptures, it said we will be left small in number, right? That's what a minority is, but we're especially socio-economic minorities, right? Also, we be forced to serve our oppressors' gods, right? 79% of African Americans are Christian and 70% of Latinos. And Christianity is only loosely based on the Bible. It's a religion that's really based around worshiping this white boy that looks nothing like the ancient depiction or the biblical description of the actual man, Jesus Christ, whose real name is Yahushua, right? Now, let's go to Deuteronomy 28:68, what he wanted to get to. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto you, thou shalt see it no more again. True. And there you should be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. Now, first and foremost, when we look at the etymological definition of that word Egypt, it goes back in the Hebrew to Strong's 86696. It means to bind, besiege, confine, cramp, to show hostility to be an adversary, or to treat as a foe. Right? In Exodus 20:2, which he quoted, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. So the concept that the Israelites had was that Egypt was synonymous with bondage. The word means literally to bind or to be besieged, confined, or cramped, right? Additionally, Egypt is called the house of bondage in the following verses as well. As you can see, Exodus 13:3, Exodus 13:14, and then all the way down there to Judges 6:8, right? And this brings me to Bill Parcells. What does Bill Parcells have to do with this? Well, years ago, he was doing...
What the fuck do Bill got to do? This nigga's a football coach and an NFL analyst. We just seen Kodak Black, Chief Keef. We saw goddamn... Omar from 7-Eleven Slurpee machine. Domino Pizza. Mickey D's. Now we got a football coach / NFL analyst. This nigga coach Lawrence Taylor, who they handed him a cup to do a pitch test. The nigga went in the restroom and poured apple juice in the motherfucker and came back, gave it to him, and finished off his practice, nigga, with about 9 tackles, 10 quarterback hurries, 2 fumbles, and 1 recovery. Yeah, that's it, nigga. That's who this nigga is. Fuck he got to do with nigga Hebrews and Indians the same.
As a coach of the Cowboys, he was doing a press conference, and he got in a lot of trouble for calling surprise plays Jap plays. Well, why would he call surprise plays Jap plays? Of course, because of his age. When he was younger, the Japanese did something called Pearl Harbor, right? That was a surprise play. So when he was talking about what his DBs were going to do in surprising the offense, he called it Jap plays. Now, were his DBs Japanese? No. They were black, right? But he still called them Japs. Why? Because he related the way that they were going to surprise the offense with the way that the Japanese surprised the United States when they bombed Pearl Harbor. So that was a cultural expression relevant to him at that time. The same way Egypt being synonymous with bondage or to be bound or in a bad time is the cultural expression and the right of the Israelites to express themselves. The same way, like today, if somebody wants to get bullied or punked out because of how great in the classic movie Friday was, we say they got deboed. Egypt was the same type of expression for the Israelites. So it had nothing to do with the physical land of Egypt. The same way you're not Tiny Zeus Lister if you punk somebody, and the same way them DBs that were playing for the Cowboys, they Japanese. Right? Moving on. Because it says no man shall buy thee. This is the law in which is the precedent to no man will buy thee. It doesn't mean you won't get bought. You got sold. You got sold. You got bought. It's not about being purchased. It's about being redeemed. If thy brother be, this is Leviticus 25:25. If thy brother be waxen poor and have sold away some of his possession, and if any of his kin come to redeem it, then he shall redeem that which his brother sold. You can redeem. If your brother sells himself, he could be redeemed. If he sells his possessions, it could be redeemed. You could come buy them back. So that's what it means. Nobody was going to come, and that's why it says this here, right? Isaiah 52:3, for thus saith the Lord, ye have sold yourselves for naught, and ye shall be redeemed without money. Right? Money ain't going to buy us out of our condition. It's going to be the Lord. He's going to redeem us, right? And how do we sell ourselves? We didn't auction ourselves off. How we sold ourselves, it says here, Isaiah 50:1, behold, for your iniquities have ye sold yourselves. Basically, because we sin, he already warned us that if we sin, this would happen to us. Because we sin, we basically, or in essence, sold ourselves, not literally, right? So essentially, any place the Israelites are bound, attacked, confined to, cramped in, or being targeted, or being treated hostile rather in, is Egypt, being referred to in Deuteronomy 28 and 68, right? And to prove this, of course, you have the Clotilda ship, which was found and recovered and carried slaves from Africa directly into Mobile, Alabama. It was verified in 2019 by the Alabama Historical Commission that the Clotilda ship was a slave ship that carried slaves from Africa into
30 seconds.
Into Mobile, Alabama, and the descendants of that slave ship founded something called Africatown in Mobile, Alabama. We also have a slave ship here that was found off the coast of Cuba that carried Mayan slaves. So this is just showing how Deuteronomy 28 was filled by both black and indigenous people. With that, I give all praise to the Most High and rest my time.
All right, there we go. Getting into that first information. Big Chief Topcatz.
Man, I'm glad you called me, man. I was about to fall asleep, man. I'm glad you woke me up, man. Saw text me and said, man, wake up, Topcatz. You unpreviews. I already late, goddamn, nigga. No, but I'm glad you called me, nigga. I fell asleep. You woke me. Nigga, I fuck around, nigga. I was dreaming, nigga. I was in a deep nap, nigga. Man, I thought I was at the cosmetologist, nigga, in motherfucking Vegas, nigga, on the balcony. Nigga, I'm somewhere sleep. I'm on Mars. Nigga, what today? What day is it today? Nigga, I don't even know what day it is. Nigga, I didn't feel it. This nigga didn't put me to sleep. Glad you called my name, nigga. Why everybody running around here with that Clotilda talk, fam? Listen, this is very simple. Okay, this is very simple.
Days of examination, experts have several reasons proving this wasn't the Clotilda. First, the remains were too big to be the Clotilda. Information from historical documents also didn't match. We learned today that other shipwrecks were found, and the Alabama Historical Commission would like to examine those in the future. They also want to keep looking for the Clotilda, the last known ship to bring slaves to U.S. from Africa.
Just because this was not the Clotilda, it does not mean that the Clotilda is not out there somewhere.
Okay, we'll go find it. Since this is out there somewhere where? Because if you knew where, you would have had it. You would have been lying saying this is it. And then you got to come back and turn around and change it and say, okay, fuck it. So what we doing? So people are sourcing it up. We're still having this. I heard a nigga last week use this against the elbows, and then when they was over there on Sinetta, they brought up the Clotilda. Why nobody played this? This is the news. This Mobile, Alabama. What they talking about? Let's see what the people down there have to say.
Just because this was not the Clotilda, it does not mean that the Clotilda is not out there somewhere. So we're going to go back to Montgomery, start strategizing on what the next step is to try to get funding.
I feel like there's still hope because I lived a long time, and me passing this history down to my children and my grandkids, they'll be able to know that their grandmama worked towards finding a solution to the real truth about the Clotilda.
Jones says she would like to complete a survey on what's in the middle of the channel buried deep below the mud. Reporting live in the newsroom, Elizabeth Rodo, Fox 10 News.
Okay. You want to know about it? Go to Fox 10 News. They got the information.
You want to go fuck? Yeah, they got the info. Back to the hidden. Back to the hidden.
Purse information. Big Chief Topcatz.
Man, I'm glad you called me, man. I was about to fall asleep, man. I'm glad you woke me up, man. Stop text me and said, man, wake up, Topcatz. You unpreviews. I already late, goddamn nigga. I say this. First off, I start with the Clotilda. Brother, Africa Town, Mobile, Alabama. This story comes from a white lady named Emma Roach. Okay? Now, and professor at Columbia, Professor Franz Boas sent one of his students out named what's mama name? He sent one of his students out, right? And she wrote a book called The Barracoon. The Barracoon comes out to 80 years later. Why? Because it was plagiarized from a lady named Emma Roach. Zora Neale Hurston.
It went 80 years, nigga.
So man, that's why I say the Israelites need to stay in their lane. Because when you tiptoe over here, yeah, man, the Indian, man, we looking for it. Nah, man, you can't come into America with that. Mobile, Alabama, if you're gonna teach an indigenous story, the way you get Indians on is you have to add us in the story, brother. You cannot write over our story. But then again, we are talking to the colonizer himself. The Hebrews are the colonizers. Okay, we just showed you what they
say. Crawford can't beat Canelo because Canelo too big. Crawford say one way of beating a bigger fighter is to push him back. They don't like going backwards, so push him back. So you see, he get his offense right there, and the first thing he gonna do is momentum. He gonna push towards him and push his opponent back. The nigga is cold, fam. Now I'm pushing him back.
They run around here with the King James Bible.
Israelites are
Africa Town, Mobile, Alabama. All right, this brother's a modern day missionary. Still, yeah, man, the Indian, man, we looking for it. Nah, man, you can't come into America with that.
So
Mobile, Alabama.
Now ain't finna walk to him. Pushing back, momentum. This nigga understand ring generalship and how to fight.
If you're gonna teach an indigenous story, the way you get Indians on is you have to add us in the story, brother. You cannot write over our story. But then again, we are talking to the colonizer himself. The Hebrews are the colonizers. Okay, we just showed you what they did. They run around here with the King James Bible. That's the first indicator that we got a colonizer on our hand. They do missionary work. Oh man, man, how you think the colonizer came and got you? Through missionary work. All these programs was missionary. All right, this brother's a modern day missionaries. All right, I don't know what he was talking about. He came out with a couple slave slides at the end and thought that was gonna get him by. I'm finna work him the second round. I played with him with the first. I just threw the jab out there. Now we finna see what he's talking about. I'm laced up. I'm ready to rock though, Mo, man. What about you?
Let's get it. Let's get it. We'll go ahead and stop the rebuttal right there. You got 15 minutes on the clock. I'm ready when you are.
I'm ready to work. Can I work? Can I work? Okay, Domo, you ready?
If the chart is just for America, how can you disqualify Jews when you don't know the history of every family who could have had some Israelite descent?
So we're going through Deuteronomy 28. And if you ever looked at the chart, you would notice that they are all of the chart only identifies with places and people in the Americas. Okay, very, very important. We understand it. All right, let's walk. What we got right here? Well, right here we have the Old Testament geography maps, early works of the 12 tribes of Israel. And this is in Palestine, 1696. These brothers supposed to be on a boat somewhere, headed out to America. Well, how about 1760, Topcatz? Because that's the height of the slave trade, right? We have a map of the land of Canaan and the Holy Land divided amongst the 12 tribes and of Abraham's seed, and everyone's at home. When the slave trade is going on, everyone's at home. But then we come here. All of the 12 tribes at this time, they say they're out the country. Yeah, they say they're out of the country at this time. Let's walk.
America, how can you disqualify
for God type deal.
If the chart is just for America, how can you disqualify Jews when you don't know the history of every family who could have had some Israelite descent?
Now that's a great question. Now let's hear our brother's answer to that, right? Because he gonna tiptoe around that answer like he been tiptoeing around this debate. I'm sorry to tell you, brother, you're down one. You're really down two, and I just begun.
I want to make this clear. We're not speaking in absolutes. Okay,
so why am I at this debate? Why did I study? Why did this brother agree on this topic? If when we come down to this here, we not speaking about absolutes.
That needs to be understood. So the particulars of who we understand the 12 tribes to be is not expressed in the chart itself. It's expressed through the conversation when people come and ask about the chart pursuant to Ezekiel the 37th chapter.
Yeah, well, nigga, I ain't asked about it. And I'm trying to figure out how I end up in these curses and these crimes that has been committed to humanity. Because I know I damn sure ain't walked up and asked no nigga about no pictures on no bull. Let's walk.
People don't know their identity.
He said he imagined the people out there don't know their identity. So guess what? The Hebrew Israelite missionary colonizer are about to give you one. Let's watch this.
The nation of Israel. You're falling off. Right. The tribe of Judah is the so-called Negroes. The tribe of Benjamin is the so-called descendants. The tribe of Levi are the so-called Haitians. The so-called Dominicans. The tribe of Zebulun includes from Guatemala to Panama. All those people are of Negro and Indian descent in both countries. The tribe of Ephraim.
So now y'all see he didn't make this up on his own. He told you he got it out World Star Hip Hop. So don't laugh. Or this is elders out there teaching that talk.
The tribe of Manasseh is the so-called Cubans. And the tribe of Gad is the so-called North American Indians. The tribe of Reuben are the so-called Seminole Indians that are residing in the areas of Florida. The tribe of Naphtali is the so-called Argentinians all the way through to Chile in South America. The tribe of Asher are the so-called Colombians.
Facts, OG.
Then the tribe of Issachar is inclusive of the Mexican Indians. The land is Mexico. Right. These people are the true nation of Israel.
Jesus. Okay, now y'all see where you get it from. You got it out World Star, but it is somebody out there who's teaching it. So we're not gonna give him the whole case, right? We're not gonna give him the whole case. SoundCloud wasn't out yet, and he couldn't get a SoundCloud record deal, so he went to World Star. Okay, why did this?
Hold on. What he say? Gold mouth, brother. Gold mouth. The man is taking enough of a beating. The man is taking enough of a beating, Gold mouth. Pick him on up, get him up out of here. I'm not even gonna let the rest of it play. That shit is over with. Man taking enough of a beating, man. The doc say gonna have to stop the fight. We are all witnesses. Big Chief University, that's my time. I love y'all.
Question is why I do the things I do. Answer I may never find, but I'll always choose you. Wanna give up on you, but I know I can't. Come on, Ariana. I put the blame on me for giving me a chance. I love what you can't stand, and I try to be strong.
What you been doing?
Taking my love for granted, and you just wanna see it your way. Yeah, it's about that time. I'm gonna tell you what's on my mind. I'm fed up with you not being here with me. When you know love is all I need.
What are you doing?
I don't wanna stay.
Let me know how you feel. Cause I gotta let you go. Just how you feel. Talk to me. Baby, please listen to me. I don't wanna. I really wanna stay. Don't wanna go. I really need to know. Can we get away? Come on, Harvey. I pray. Come on, Harvey. Hey, man. Hey.